The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
With the goal on the shorthander.
A Q Media Group production.
Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. I mean, he can't miss.
Local high school sports.
Oh, it's knocked out. Oh boy, 1-0.
Also available for free on the WCMP mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
He's got a lot of room to run, and he's off to the races. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone!
Now to bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to George Saunders Field here in Pine City, Minnesota for tonight's homecoming matchup between the visiting Mora Mustangs and the Pine City Dragons. It is homecoming week this week for the Pine City Dragons. Last week it was Mora's homecoming. They did fall to Cloquet last week, but they're coming on the road back to Pine City, Minnesota. We got to get a trophy for these two teams because they've been playing for quite a while now.
Forever, yeah.
It's a great rivalry, so we're going to have to figure out something sooner than later. But this rivalry game dates back, a long time. And year after year, it just seems to be getting better and better. We're here in the Here's the Pitch pregame show. Brought to you, of course, by Here's the Pitch in North Branch. Here's the Pitch is the area's premier indoor training facility. Actually, it's really the only indoor training facility in the area. They have fast pitch, slow pitch, or baseball batting cages. You can tune up your swing at Here's the Pitch in North Branch. So North Branch, the spot to go and find that. And, if you want to get there, they are filling up spots for the winter sport or the winter training season. So if you want to get a spot in, be sure to head over there and call. You can catch that interview with Jan Bernier up on our website, either WCMPradio.com or KBK.com. Go to the sports tab and click on broadcast schedule, and that will show you all the interviews that we have done up to this point. We are going to take a quick commercial break, though. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about this game. We've got some interviews that we've got to get to as well here in the Here's the Pitch pregame show from George Saunders Field for this homecoming game between the Dragons and the Mustangs of Mora.
Pizza Pub in Pine City has a pizza and salad buffet on Fridays.
Not the right vibe. Trav and the gang at Pizza Pub are a little hipper. Here we go. Take two.
Start off your weekend right with the Friday Pizza Buffet at Pizza Pub. From 11 to 1, pile your plate high with all-you-can-eat pizza for just $12, or upgrade to pizza and salad buffet for only $16. And they're now open Friday and Saturday, 11 to 11, and Sunday, 11 to 9. Pizza Pub, serving fresh pizza every day of the week. Come stop in.
Pizza Pub of Pine City.
A jewelry store.
Nada.
Then it's a thrift store?
Nada.
A pawn shop.
Nada. Another Man's Treasure is not a lot of things. What it is a place to find gently used power tools, hand tools, tires, fishing and hunting gear, motocross gear, and a ton of other cool stuff. Stop by and sell your gently used items, or buy something at a fraction of the price of buying it new. Another Man's Treasure in Becker, Princeton, East Bethel, Rice Lake, Wisconsin, or North Branch. Or visit Another Man's Treasure on Facebook and see what came in today.
CF Moto gives you everything you're looking for in off-road side-by-sides and utility by-sides. Not only does CF Moto offer comfort, but refined performance, and is found at Caswell Cycle in Mora. For those craving big adventures for off-road, CF Moto can help you get out on that next adventure with CF Moto Power Sports. Experience more together. The best place to purchase CF Moto off-road side-by-sides is Caswell Cycle. The fun starts here. Caswell Cycle, Mora. Motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides can be dangerous to operate. Review all product manuals, labels, and safety information before operating. Always wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Visit CFMotoUSA.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone. Or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here inside the press box here at Pine City at George Saunders Field for this homecoming game between the Pine City Dragons and the Mora Mustangs. It's going to be a fun one. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Joining alongside me is the KBEK Morning Show host. Tune in every Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 a.m. for the Front Porch Morning Show. That is Adam Hefty. Adam, thanks so much for joining me.
Hey, thanks for having me out here. I mean, it's a road game for me here in Pine City. I did graduate here, though, so it's fun coming back, and, those memories all coming back to me.
For sure. This is always an interesting game when these two teams play. Now, it's homecoming, so that makes the energy a little bit more, there's just more. We'll put it that way. But for Pine City and Mora, two different teams coming into this one just based on record-wise. Record-wise, Mora has won a game, while Pine City has not. But in talking with many different people, whether it's people just here from Pine City, whether that's coaches outside of Pine City, they would, they may not all of them, but a lot of them would say, especially in this local listening area where our schools are, probably most would say this is the best winless team, not just around the area, but maybe in the state. This 0-5 Pine City team is a very good team. They're not an 0-5 team by any stretch of the imagination. They are physical, and really, they should be 4-1 if we're being quite blatantly honest. But some weather has gotten and affected them in a couple of games. Their first game, they just got going a little bit too late. But tonight, they feel like they can really get things going against this Mora squad. These two teams, quite honestly, might be the most evenly matched teams that we've seen so far this year.
When you were talking about Pine City, about how they have the talent, but they're just trying to put it all together for a full game, it really sets forth what Coach Whalen talked to me about this morning about this Mora squad, that they are young. They are still trying to find their most complete game of the season. They thought they had it against Proctor in the first week of the season, but, last week against Cloquet, they had a really good second half. They played with Cloquet. The problem was they got down 2 touchdowns in the first half, and that was the difference.
Yeah, and it's so hard to come back, especially when you're a team that is so young, that is still learning, that quite simply and honestly is implementing a brand new system.
They're trying to figure out who they are. They're trying to figure out what kind of team they are and what works and what doesn't still.
Yeah, and they'll get there. They have a kind of a good mix this year of young versus veteran players, so I'm excited to see what they can do next year. Meanwhile, it's kind of the flip of the script for Pine City. We've seen them for a couple of years. Weren't as physical as they wanted to be. The last 3 games of last season, and to start this season, which would now be a total of 8 games, a full season, they have completely flipped the coin. They are a much more physical team up front. They feel like their offense and defensive line are their strength. And when you can get an offensive and defensive line that is your strength, a lot of times you're going to have success. So far, hasn't been there yet. They've had a few things that haven't gone their way. They've had a few injuries as well, and just little less continuity than they would like. But if they can figure it out tonight, man, they really feel like things would be headed in a big U-turn for their season. Of course, they have 2 more games after this that aren't going to be easy wins, but if they can play really well tonight, who knows what momentum can do going forward. Now, they did lose last week to Pequot Lakes 36-0, and I think if you're Pequot, you're saying to yourselves, why was it only 36?
Yeah, and when you're Pine City, you're just trying to control what you can control, right? And that a lot of that comes from physicality at the line of scrimmage. Who's going to give the most effort? And it seems like Pine City has kind of turned that switch, saying, hey, we can change some things here.
Yeah, they've been a really good team, a really fun team to watch. Their defense has been outstanding, but it's a matter of can their offense get going as well as their defense. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we go forward here in the Here's the Pitch pregame, but we got some business to take care of. We got some interviews to hear from. We've got some businesses to hear from as well as you are tuned in to the Here's the Pitch pregame show on Nice 95.5 FM KBK and 106.5 FM AM 1350 WCMP. We'll be back after word from our fine sponsors here on both these stations.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
A jewelry store.
Nada.
Then it's a thrift store?
Nada.
A pawn shop.
Nada. Another man's treasure is not a lot of things. What it is a place to find gently used power tools, hand tools, tires, fishing and hunting gear, motocross gear, and a ton of other cool stuff. Stop by and sell your gently used items, or buy something at a fraction of the price of buying it new. Another man's treasure in Becker, Princeton, East Bethel, Rice Lake, Wisconsin, or North Branch. Or visit Another Man's Treasure on Facebook and see what came in today.
And welcome back here on the Front Porch Morning Show, 7:12 in the morning on this Friday morning. We have head coach Tim Whalen joining us from the Mora High School Mustangs, traveling to Pine City tonight. So we'll start with the game last week against Cloquet. Didn't really end the way you wanted to, but there were some good parts of that game last week.
Yeah, Adam, we just yet to play a full total game. The first half offense struggled a little bit, and we were down 14-0. But we took the opening second half kickoff and scored to make it a 14-7 game. And then on their next possession, they scored, and they went back up 2 touchdowns on us. And we kept kind of battling, and we wound up scoring another one that second half. So we're getting close to kind of putting everything together, and I'm sure hoping that tonight is our best performance so far.
Yeah, and you have Pine City. It's their homecoming this tonight, I suppose. So I assume you're hoping for a complete effort, a consistent effort from your squad.
Yeah, that's the key is playing a full game. Understanding how to come back when you get down, just competing and having some confidence in yourself. And with a young team that hasn't had a lot of success this year, have some success early, I think would really boost our confidence and give us a little boost.
Is it a lot about getting off to a good start in the games, just not getting down by 2 scores there before the half?
Yeah, I think that's really the key is is just kind of remaining in the game and kind of being competitive, and the longer the game goes, a lot of times the more confidence you get. So that's going to be really the key for us is getting off to a fast start and hopefully running the football a little bit.
Yeah, and I covered your game on Friday against Cloquet, and it did seem like, after the halftime break, you guys were able to be competitive and really kind of played with Cloquet pretty well, but you got down early, and that was the difference that, if you're being competitive and equalizing the other team, if you're already down, you're already too far in the hole.
Yep, that's kind of been the story of the year for us, with the exception of the first game of the year. We pretty much been down and haven't been able to move the ball consistently. So we've had a good week of practice, and we saw some glimmers of hope last week. So we're hoping we can put a good offensive game together. And like I tell the kids, going through these challenges is not easy, but it's kind of a microcosm of life, and in our lives when things don't go the way we plan, right? We just got to keep grinding and keep fighting through things. So that's kind of what the message has been for the kids.
All right. And then I know the weather's not telling us this story, but it is towards the end of the season. We're getting down to the final weeks. What do you want to see from your team closing out this regular season?
Well, we have Pine City, Hibbing, and Pequot. So, our goal is to, keep getting better and, see if we can get a few more W's in the win column.
All right. Well, Coach Whalen, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Hey, thanks for having me. Have a great day. We'll see you tonight.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
Yep.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
Mille Lacs Health System has been standing in partnership with their patients for over 65 years. Their mission is to assist those residing in and visiting the Mille Lacs area in achieving and maintaining optimal health. Mille Lacs Health System providing urgent care and emergency services on their main campus in Onamia and family medical care in Onamia, Isle, Hillman, and Garrison. They salute the youth in the communities they serve and wish them good health and good luck.
At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, we're more than just your local dairy. We're also a trusted propane provider, serving homes, farms, and businesses across northwestern Wisconsin and east central Minnesota. Whether you need a tank installed or reliable delivery, we're here for you 365 days a year with flexible options that fit your needs. As a farmer-owned cooperative, we're committed to supporting our community because your home and farm deserve the best. Call 715-689-1032 to learn more. Burnett Dairy Propane, serving you with pride every day of the year.
Oh no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch Christie and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are iCar and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. Hones, they'll fix you up right.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
And we are still in the Here's the Pitch pregame here on WCMP, Anthem Country 106.5 FM, AM 1350, and nice 95.5 FM KBEK. Game Day Gilman joined alongside by the KBEK Morning Show host Adam Hefty out here at George Saunders Field in Pine City, Minnesota. Thanks to, again, Tim Whalen for catching up and doing an interview on kind of a short notice. It was a busy week for all of us, so we appreciate him getting out there and doing an interview.
What do you mean,
us.
Ethan?
Yeah.
Were you doing anything?
But as we go forward here in this game, the class of 2025 for the Pine City Athletics Hall of Fame was just announced during that break. So if you got nothing going on tomorrow and you want to kind of get out and see who was inducted, be sure to get on out. That will take place at the Pine City Country Club tomorrow evening. They will have their Hall of Fame ceremony. But again, taking a look at these two squads coming into tonight, similar teams, but also very different, and we'll get to that in a moment. But I wanted to get to another interview that I was able to get via email with the Pine City co-head coaches, Coach Fort and Coach Berger. And I just, starting with Coach Fort, I asked him, last week they played a really tough Pequot team, and they never really seemed out of it. And I wanted to know kind of what it's been about his team that kind of does that. He said, we definitely felt better about this year's outcome versus last year. He said, our kids tried to compete, which we were proud of them. However, they just fell flat out, or they were just flat out better, at just about every position on the field, end quote. And then I went to Andrew Berger talking about the defense. Last week they played Pequot, but the defense just continues to impress, which it does, and it seems like every week they get more and more physical. And I asked him what it's like to see that. He said it's encouraging to see our kids have success and understand that you have to run the ball and run through contact. It's simple physics, force and mass times acceleration. So to see these guys step up and be more physical at the point of contact is encouraging. I went on to ask what's the biggest key to the mentality of this defense. He said there are a few elements that have assisted to the switch. One is we focus each week on putting the kids in positions in which they can succeed. Over the past couple of years, we actually created a few positions for specific players to utilize their talents. The other is kids follow the lead. So when they see their teammates laying it out every play, it becomes a little easier for them to follow. I then went on to ask him, how do you keep the defense motivated even when they've been on the field for a significant amount of time? And he said, try and get a 3-and-out. It's continuing to mix the plays up and coverages, force them to process the down and distance and the play. At the same time, we're looking for that play that the offense can't stop. There have been a couple of games that we have been able to make an adjustment and shut down the opposing team. Continuing on, I would go on to ask Coach Ford, the offense just couldn't quite get it going. What's the message to the team about just still believing in them? He said, we tried about everything we had. We just couldn't run effectively inside or out. We tried to get the perimeter. They were faster, more athletic. We didn't block well in the aspect of the game. The last resort was taking a few shots down the field, which, and I'll attest to this, they did just barely miss. Then I went on to ask, similar to the last question, how do you make sure the offense knows how important it is to get into rhythm? And he said, quite simply, rhythm is everything. We found zero rhythm last week. We were dominated up front, which trickles down to every other position. Then in talking with the players post-game, this is me asking, there's a sense with them that they know they could and probably should be a 4-1 team at this point. But also the passion that they have for the team and the teammates. What's it like to coach a group like that? And he said, we are absolutely better than 0-5. We are the best winless team in the state. They are passionate. Our kids want to win. They just need to find a way to do so. Execute the game plan for all 4 quarters, not just part of the time. And I said, well, I know homecoming week can be distracting. Have you had to remind them about staying focused, or do they kind of know the importance themselves? He said, it's been a fun week, but business as usual. The kids feel energetic, focused, but yes, laid back. So we'll see. Continuing on, I said, you guys welcome in a rival Mora tonight. What are some of the things on both sides of the ball you'll be looking for? He said, Mora's always up for a game versus Pine City. New staff, new ideas for Mora. We need to create turnovers early and take some shots downfield early as well. Getting to the end, I said, similar to the last question, but what are some things each side can take advantage on or capitalize on? He said, they are in position a lot. They're well coached. He said, I believe we are more physical up front and at the running back position. Then finally, win or lose tonight, I said, what is something you hope the team can do tonight to take strong momentum going forward? He said, we need to win, period. Our kids need it. Our kids want it. Now we got to go out and back it up, end quote. That is an interview with both co-head coaches, Fort and Berger, from the Pine City Dragons football team. I, again, had to do that over email as I was out this week, so I appreciate them taking time to be flexible with me. Again, always appreciate that. I tell you what, we're going to get a quick 60-second break. We'll then come back and talk more about the teams themselves and what they've done so far this season. So a commercial break, and then we'll be back after word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP and KBEK.
Traditions are passed down, and we learn what is important. The value of $1, the importance of family, the ability to do a job yourself. Central Boiler designed the Classic Edge with these same values in mind. The Classic Edge outdoor wood furnace from Central Boiler. A perfect combination of value and performance.
Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Back here on both KBEK 95.5 and Anthem Country WCMP 106.5 FM AM 1350. Taking a look at tonight's game, these two teams will start with the visiting Mora Mustangs. They are 1-4. Both teams, of course, play out of Section 5-3A. They're 1-4. They haven't played a section game, same with Pine City. This section is a little different, and we're going to get into one of the teams that are ranked way too high for not even a good reason. We'll get to that in a moment. It consists of Annandale Spectrum, no different. Foley, no different. Here's the twist. Pack Charter's now in this section, which don't know where they came from. Mora, Malacca, and Pine City, that is exactly how they stand in the standings. Mora, again, is 1-4. They score about 12 points per game, give up about 33 points per game. Now, I haven't been able to call a Mora game this year. We'll talk to Adam in just a moment about what he's seen. But, again, they have played 5 games up to this point and have lost 4 of them. One win came over Proctor, 32-0. Then they lost to Aiken 48-0, lost to Two Harbors 40-14, lost to Esco 50-0, but then lost to Cloquet only by 12. And again, Cloquet not necessarily as good as what their record shows, but they're also a pretty good team, too. It's kind of awkward with Cloquet right now, but through those 5 games, we have been to 3 of them, Adam, and you saw Aiken, Two Harbors, and Cloquet. What is the biggest thing with this team that is needed for a win tonight?
Well, when I was talking to Coach Whalen, he was saying that they just need to be able to put a full game together. There are points in the game where they will find their rhythm and do things they're supposed to be doing, but it's just too inconsistent right now, or at least it has been up until this point. I mean, that Cloquet game last week, they were doing a really good job in that second half. They actually won the second half 14-12. But like we said earlier in this is a pitch pregame, they got down 2 touchdowns, and that was the difference. And they rely a lot on the quarterback read. So the quarterbacks, they cycle through a couple of them with Piper why do I have the Pequot?
Preston?
Preston Metling and Mason Coverman. And, they rely on the quarterback read, knowing what they're seeing, and that's going to take time. I mean, it's just one of those things where Coach Whalen wanted to implement a new system, and he felt like now was the time. You have a young team, and it's not so much about the wins and losses. While you do want more wins and losses, it's more about picking up the scheme and moving forward with it and try to get better from game to game.
Absolutely, and again, 1-4 so far on the season, lost homecoming by 12. What's interesting about this schedule is just the parity of how the season has gone. Now, they lost to Two Harbors 40-14. Pine City lost 7-0. Two Harbors only lost to, was it I can't remember now. Someone really closely. Let's go ahead and check. We got it up. Why don't we? Now, they only lost to, they beat Duluth-Denfeld 23-0. Pequot Lakes barely beat Duluth-Denfeld 27-24. Just the craziness of it all is just insane to see how close and how far and how different each week is this year. It is just fun to see, and unfortunately for some teams, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's been a fun season so far.
It's kind of quite honestly, it's kind of like the baseball season where there's no one top tier team. There's no one team that's really pulling away. Everyone's vulnerable this year, and I think that's what makes the seasons the most fun when we take a look at them. We're going to go ahead and take a look at Pine City now, who is 0-5 on the season, right at the bottom. They're giving up, scoring 4 points per game, but they're only giving up 22 points per game. That is impressive because in this section, you've got a lot of top scoring teams in Annandale, Foley, Malacca can get it done. But to have the, top 3 defense in this section, that's pretty good, and that's a testament because they have played some really tough teams in the likes of Bram, Rockridge, Two Harbors, and Pequot Lakes. I mean, yes, they have only scored 20 points this season, but, man, let me tell you, if their offense were to get going one of these nights, whoo, boy, look out. They are going to be hot, and they are not going to be easily stopped. But again, they did lose to Hibbing 27-6, a lot closer game than what the scoreboard shows on all of these. They lost to Bram by 6 points. That was a fun one. I wasn't able to be there, but man, I know that one was fun to call. They lost to Rockridge 20-0. Again, that was about a 6-point loss. They lost to Two Harbors 7-0, and then the real big loss, if there was one, was Pequot Lakes, which they lost 36-0 again. Pequot Lakes just so deep. The biggest 3A school in the state of Minnesota. So it's hard to, I'm not going to say it's hard to compete, but it's hard to keep up.
Yeah, a lot of teams that will face Pequot Lakes will find themselves in the same position that Pine City was last week. And I think another another piece of evidence that this Dragon defense is so strong is, the offense hasn't quite figured it out quite yet, and they're putting the defense on the field quite a bit, and they're still only allowing 22 points a game, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, and we're not dunking on anybody,
right,
but if we were to put a time of possession on it, Pine City per game, I mean, there's 48 minutes, probably only has about 8 minutes of possession on offense on average. Maybe 12, but it's not a lot. And their defense is, that means they're out there from anywhere from 35 to 40 minutes a game, which is not going to help anything. But I think we're slowly starting to see this offense kind of, I don't want to say get better because last week wasn't really a good testament to that, but there's continuing to go out and play hard each and every week, which you need to have. So, as I mentioned before, though, there's something weird about this section. Very weird. And we double, triple, quadruple check this. And this is true. Now, Spectrum's 4-1. Pretty good record, right? They should be maybe a top 12 team. Until you see who they've played twice. They've not only played 2 teams. Yes, 2 teams twice. They have played Minneapolis South twice. Won both. They will also play Pact Charter twice. They beat them already 44-0. They'll play them next week. They have... Are we seeing... Is this... That's 3 teams. They will play 3 teams twice, Adam. Let me correct that. 3 teams. Minneapolis South, Pact Charter, and Twin Cities Charter, who they're playing tonight. Now, I'm not saying that 4-1 record shouldn't just be thrown out the window, but for them to be a number 12 team in the state and for them to be number 2 in the section is not a good look because there are much better teams in this section. Now, again, we haven't seen Spectrum, so we don't know how good they are. But beating a team like Fridley only 16-12, Fridley's not that good of a team this year. And then Minneapolis South. Also, if we look at just QRF, they haven't beat anyone over a QRF of 20.
And both games were at home.
And Twin Cities Charter tonight, QRF, 5.
Is that good?
5.
Is that good?
If we're playing golf. If we're playing golf. No, they're playing they will now play 3 teams twice. That is 6 games they're going to see the same teams. Just to give you a look at Twin Cities Charter, their logo right now is Exploration High School.
And, we talk about the QRF, and, at the beginning of the season, we're like, you can't put too much stock into the QRF quite yet. But as you get further on into the season, like right now, we are in week 6. Mm-hmm. It is time to start paying attention to the QRF. It's got a pretty decent amount of data that it's working with, and you have a good idea of who teams are.
Mind you, Twin Cities Charter is also a 4A school somehow. So enrollment-wise, they're a little bit bigger, but they only play 7 games this year. I'm unfortunately guessing they won't be playoff eligible because of kind of what's happening. So just to kind of give you a look at how everything is working out for Spectrum, and again, we're not dogging on Spectrum. We're not saying they're not this or not that, but for them to be ranked as high as they are and be number 2 in the section is not doing the rest of this section justice, because look at a team like Foley, who's 3-2, who has played much more competitive teams. Even a team like Mora, Malacca, and Pine City, if we're looking at the teams played and how they've played against them, those 3-4 teams should be ranked above them.
I think it's less about the players of Spectrum and more about the athletics, the activities department scheduling games. Because why are you playing 3 teams twice? Yeah. There are teams looking for games. It shouldn't be that hard to find teams that are looking for games.
2 of them are out on the field tonight who wouldn't mind playing Spectrum.
Yeah.
I mean, they're right here. So, yeah, I think we need to do a little bit better job of getting section games scheduled if you're going to be playing other teams, 3 teams, by the way, twice in the season. I just don't feel like that's the best use of your schedule for the season. But, hey, who are we to judge and say that? But, again, you've got a team like Foley who is 3-2 on the season. They beat a Glencoe Silver Lake. They beat a Little Falls. They beat a St. Cloud Apollo. Mind you, those teams are having down years. But look at Annandale, one of the top teams in the class. They lost 40-6, but they then only lost to Piers 24-0. And who knows, 24-0. A lot of that could have come at the beginning. In the end, we don't know. That could have been a close game. So they have played a lot better teams. They'll come up to a Malacca team. That's always a good game between those 2 teams. Then they'll play a Jordan
Speaking
team.
of rivalries.
Yeah, and then they'll play an Albany team. So they are going to be playing a much tougher schedule than Spectrum. So hopefully the MSHSL takes that into consideration. Will they?
And you don't even need to go all the way up to 4A or 3A. There are single A teams that, I mean, would Hinckley Finlayson rather play a Spectrum down in the cities or go up to International Falls tonight?
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things.
I mean, or Rush City, excuse me. But again, when you take a look at a team like Annandale, who is number 3 in the state in all of Class 3A, they have beaten everybody. But again, they've only had really, I will say, 2 teams on there that have really done anything. Little Falls, and they're 21 in the QRF. Glencoe Silver Lake, 29. Foley, that's the one game, 45 in their QRF. Then they beat Watertown Mayor, only a 30 in the QRF. Then they beat Holy Family Catholic. That was the statement game. That was the game where it was like, okay, if we're going to be any team this year, we have to beat Holy Family, and they did, 30-10. Now they play Rockford, which, Malacca, not having the season they are, but they are also a better team than what the record shows. They'll finish it with Jordan. So again, Annandale, This is why I think scheduling is so important, because if we get to the playoffs and we see an Annandale team lose in the section in game 1, it goes right back to scheduling.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely it does. And it's just a matter of, you don't have to schedule a juggernaut schedule. You just have to put a decent product on the schedule.
Exactly, and we take a look at another team who's in it, like Pack Charter. They will only play 7 games, so I'm assuming they will not be eligible for the playoffs. But they're 2-2. They beat Twin Cities Charter twice, and they lost to Concordia Academy and Spectrum. So they'll play, again, 3 teams twice. We just have to figure out a better way to play these teams more than 3 teams at the same time, because it's not, for one, I don't think it's a good look for them, but also... Right. Again, you've got teams like Mora's, Hankley's, Brams, for Pete's sake, Mille Lacs last year until they became a 9-man team, who would be so open and willing to make that trip because, well, it's another game against a team who maybe class-wise isn't their size, but talent-wise is.
Pequot Lakes is a long ways away from Mora and Pine City. They play both of them this year. I mean, it's silly.
I think Mora, if I remember correctly, hosts them in their final game of the season. Now, I could be wrong, but I believe that's how it works. Yeah, it's a 2-hour and 7-minute drive from here. 2 hours exactly, maybe, from Mora. So, yeah, it's a 2-hour drive. Now, again, we've talked ad nauseum about how all our local teams should be playing each other every single year, other than maybe in Ogilvie and Mille Lacs because they're 9-man team.
Right.
Everyone else should be playing each other. Why is Malacca and Pine City not playing? Foley and Pine... I mean,
there are constraints with 9-man.
Right.
I mean, you just can't get around it. But when you have full teams, there are plenty of single-A teams. There are plenty of double-A teams. There are plenty of single-A teams around you that you can find to play.
I mean, and looking back to that Rush City Bram rivalry, who doesn't want that one every year? Pine City Rush, Bram and I mean, these teams should be playing each other. East Central Hinckley, they play every year, and everybody looks forward to those games.
Right.
These teams should be, I mean, half of them are right along I-35.
Yeah.
They should be playing
or
each other.
65.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, they're right there. They're so easy to get to. And these sports departments have been built on games like that.
Yeah.
I mean, when you, in high school, at least from when I was in high school, we played the same teams every single year. It was the Rum River Conference.
Yes.
And those were the teams that we played. And, there were a few surprises, but not many.
Right.
You weren't playing International Falls.
Yep.
Poor International Falls, man. Oh, poor. I mean, come on. I mean, it's silly. I mean, there's no way around it.
No,
you're in Canada.
Rosal.
Yeah, you're in Canada essentially. So there's not much they can do about it.
No, but I mean, it should be that every year. It should be those teams playing each other. And yes, maybe some years you won't get to play the teams that are at the talent level of your section.
Right.
But look at Bram and Rush the last few years. Foley, for Pete's sake. You get those teams to play against each other each and every year. Yeah, again, maybe some years it won't be the section talent level. You're still playing really good games, really good team. And again, they're all rivalry games. So there's going to be good outcomes anyways.
And like we said before, it doesn't need to be a juggernaut of a schedule. It just needs to be decent. Just need to find, 8 teams to play.
Exactly.
I didn't think that would be such a high standard to live up to, but
no.
Here we are.
Well, and as we can go on and on, but I mean, North Branch and Grand Rapids and Hermantown, like, come on, really?
Yeah.
Really? Why are they not playing Forest Lake, Chisago, Cambridge, Isani? We're going to stop talking about it because people probably get sick of it, but we're still killing time because we got a little bit of time before our Kettle River Pizza kickoff here on the Here's the Pitch pregame show. Here's the Pitch. In North Branch, you can use their state-of-the-art pitching machines or bring your own pitcher next to perfect next season's swing. They have live instruction as well. Get your team trained at Here's the Pitch in North Branch. But again, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman, joined by Adam Hefty. And again, when we look at the section, I think this section could be one of the most wide-open sections because you look at these 3 teams at the bottom, Mora, Pine City, and Malacca. Well, there's no reason all 3 of them couldn't beat Spectrum.
Well, all 3 of those teams are still trying to figure out who they are. They have still yet to play their best game, and that's what makes a really dangerous team.
Yeah, and that's the thing also because I think for a team like Pine City, they kind of know who they are. It's just about getting it going. It's about knowing and learning how to score and win.
Yeah.
I think that's part of it. And maybe that's a part of it for all of them. But, again, we've got some younger teams in, like, Mora and Malacca who are kind of – Mora's got a new system this year, a new coach. So I think all three of these teams could wind up going on the road and beating Spectrum, if I'm being totally honest.
Yeah, why not, right? I mean, why not? And I would flat out kind of predict it.
Yeah, I would too. But we got to wait and see. We never know what happens. We have seen stranger things happen with the playoff seedings as we go forward. And, since we are talking about playoffs? Yes, playoffs. There are only, 3 weeks away, so we're going to talk about them. We're going to look at them real quick to see when they start, because it is Tuesday, October 21st when they start. And then that championship game would be at St. Cloud Tech on Friday, October 31st. There is 2 games to get to the section championship.
Yeah.
There's a chance we've got 4 of our local teams playing each other in the section semifinal. Although it would appear Annandale would be one of the teams playing.
Right.
But there's a good chance Mora, Malacca, Pine City, those 3 teams.
Wouldn't that be wild? That would be so much fun.
Well, I mean, if we take a look at it right now, and I apologize if you don't like this talk, but we're going to talk about it. Annandale will more than likely, let's see, what do we got in this section? 7, so Annandale will probably get the bye. Let's see if they got it up. Yes, so 1 and 2 seeds would get the bye. It's 4, 5, and 3, 6. If we look at that, 4, 5 right now, so, they don't have 7 in there. So someone's not playoff eligible. I'm guessing it would be packed because of the no. So let's just look at it this way. Again, 4, 5, and 3, 6. The 3 seeds Foley. They're playing Malacca. Mora is going to play Pine City. I mean, this is going to be a fantastic week.
That would be such a fun matchup.
Because Spectrum is number 2, Annandale's number 1, they get the byes. So it would be Foley, Malacca, Mora, Pine City. I mean, how fun would that be? Two of the biggest rivalries in our area. That would be so awesome. So we're going to get to a quick A&W hometown handoff. Your hometown handoff is brought to you by A&W in Pine City. Craving a classic? You can stop in for a frosty mug of their famous root beer or root beer float. You can pair it with a juicy cheeseburger, a savory mushroom and Swiss. You can find it all at A&W in Pine City. You can taste the tradition. They've also got those amazing cheese curds. They are rooting for all the athletes playing tonight. And here's the pitch pregame show. We get to our Kettle River Pizza kickoff here in just a few moments. But again, this is going to be a fun last 3 weeks of the season, as we've got Ogilvie playing tonight on our airwaves. North Branch and Grand Rapids are playing tonight. Some of our local teams, Chisago Lakes playing tonight. Cambridge Isani hosting St. Francis. That's going to be a great game over there. Bram obviously playing tonight. We got so many great games playing here tonight. We will try and keep you up to date with all of those, but Jeff has got Ogilvie over there in Ogilvie, Minnesota. Currently right now in 4A at, I don't know if that's the end of the first. I have a hard time believing that 40 points can be scored in a quarter. But North Branch losing to Grand Rapids 40-0 right now, according to MN score feed after the first. Again, doubt that's the case. But we're going to get our national anthem, then we'll come back, get our Kettle River Pizza kickoff here on KBK and WCMP.
Can't wait to get out there.
Yeah, man, I'm ready for the season.
Hey, guys, you gonna finally let me in on the big hunt this year?
Yeah, sure.
Really?
Honey, there's a lot of preparation that goes into hunting.
Preparation, huh?
Like getting to Almost Yours gun and pawn in Mora so I can have the right gun, scope, blind, and stand? And no matter what caliber I'm shooting, Bob always has the right ammo.
Ha, thanks, boys. I went to Almost Yours gun and pawn. They have everything a hunter needs to be prepared.
Okay. I do love Almost Yours gun and pawn.
907 Union Street, Mora.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit KettleRiverPizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
Back here on 95.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMP KBEK. Game Day Gilman joined alongside by Adam Hefty, the morning show host of KBEK. Our Kettle River Pizza is coming up. Need to fundraise for your team? Kettle River Pizza in Ascove has a practical and user-friendly fundraising program. They're also an excellent source of income for charitable groups, nonprofits is how you say it, and sports clubs. They are deliciously locally made. They have pepperoni, cheese or pepperoni, and sausage to the exciting hot Hawaiian taco or breakfast. There's a slice for every taste. That again, here's the pitch. Kettle River Pizza in Ascov. We just got finished with the Here's the Pitch pregame, and we're now getting set for our Kettle River Pizza kickoff. Mora will kick it off, so Pine City will receive the kick here to begin the game, and Mora will receive the second half kickoff. 12 minutes are up on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard here at George Saunders Field in Pine City. Back deep to return is Denz and Mitchell Norton. They are deep to return. And here's the boot. It's going to be a line drive kick to Michael Petronic, taking it in at the 34. Cuts it out past the 35. He's got some room to run at the 40, up towards the 50, and that's where he's taken down. A great return by Michael Petronic, and that's where the Dragons will start for their first possession of offense.
Basically cutting the field in half now at midfield. Really good field position for the Dragons to start things out.
Well, and not only that, this return game has been great all year long, but you talk about getting an offense started on a homecoming night on a year where you just haven't quite got it ready. Right here, this is where you start.
Absolutely.
First down and 10 from midfield.
Now we talk about our local area teams playing each other. Both sides of the bleachers here on the home side and the visitor side are full. You don't get that with International Falls and Hinckley Finlayson.
It will be Denz in the gun. He'll give it off to Vandervelde and always slips.
Got the turf monster there at the 48-yard line.
And he appears to be a little bit hurt. Oh, man. On the first play. Wow, man. Well, we are going to hope and pray that Vandervelden is all right. Slipped on a handoff. We'll be back after a commercial break.
Hi, I'm Samantha.
I'm Ebony.
I'm Megan.
And I'm Alicia.
Together, we're dapper and divine. Whether you're looking for bold color,
fresh cuts, or laid-back vibes,
we're all about hair that feels like you. At Dapper and Divine, we want you to leave our salon feeling confident,
fun, and effortlessly gorgeous.
There's always room for you at Dapper and Divine. How would you like to get a brow wax for free? Mention this ad with any coloring, free brow wax all month. Dapper and Divine, on the corner of Main Street, Pine City, across from the Bottle Shop.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Vandervelden, the Dragon player that went down, got up under his own power and walked back to the sideline. So, again, hopefully he's all right. So it'll be 2nd and 11 now for Pine City. Ball at the 49-yard line. He had some room to run outside, but slipped, and Mora caught a break there. And quick discussion with Coach Fort and the referee on the sideline here. The line judge. And Denz will bring the call back to the huddle. So Denz and Sklazacic will go back and forth under center / in the gun as the quarterback. Looks like it will be Denz this time around. In the gun, he has a receiver on each side, tight end on each side as well. Denz in the gun, takes the snap, tosses it to Tucker Johnson. They're looking to pass. Johnson, and that's going to come up short of Evan Denz. So Tucker Johnson looking for a pass, but it's going to be incomplete. No gain.
So Pine City, on one hand, lucky that it got back to the line of scrimmage, but on the other hand, it was a dangerous play there to throw the pass.
It was, but for Johnson, I thought he had his quarterback wide open on this near side for at least something, and I thought he should have thrown it back to him, but they were obviously trying to get something downfield, and that's unfortunate because that's what you get when you don't have a quarterback throwing the ball. That's the homecoming special they're trying to get right there, but need to throw it back to Denz there. Meanwhile, it'll be 3rd and 11 now for Pine City. Petronic a little bit confused on where he's supposed to be. He'll line up on the right. 2 receivers on the left. It'll be Sklezacic who takes the snap. Looking to throw. Oh, that one was tipped and nearly intercepted. It's going to be incomplete. The defender there was Jude Hoglum. He knocked it away. Also there was Will Sand. It's going to be incomplete from Sklezacic, and that'll bring up 4th down. If you're Pine City, obviously you may not want to punt here, but it looks like they might. But I would almost go for it here.
It's in a tough position here at the 49-yard line, but 11 yards is such a long way to go that I think it is the right move to punt it.
I just think with your offense having not done anything, I think take a chance. But they're going to play field position because they know their defense as well. Lyman will be back deep to return. It's a good punt. It's going to bounce at the 25, and he is going to pick it up. Might work out to be a good decision. Gets a block from the referee there. That's a block in the back that they missed, and he's going to get up the sideline to about the 40. They completely missed a block in the back near the 25 on Mora, but they'll get it up to the 40.
Lyman is so electric there returning the punts and kicks. Getting a little bit of help, but,
So Mora will take over they'll back it up to about the 8-yard line. That's where Mora will start with the ball. They will also rotate quarterbacks. It will be between Mason Coverman and Preston Metling. I can't quite see. It looks like it might be Coverman under center. They run more of the power T formation. They're going to give it up the middle. Nothing doing. Maybe a gain of about 2 or 3 there for the running back. We'll try and get the number of the ball carrier as he is into a mass of bodies there. And that was it wasn't 62. I know that. It was one of the 2.
With Mora, they do not pass the ball that often. They have, but that's not their game plan.
Right. And it looks like it was number 2, Nelson, 4-2. And it's 2nd and 8. Pine City showing blitz. They'll give it right back up the middle to Nelson. And Nelson will get... Oh, there's a flag. Yep, that's going to be on Mora. It's a personal foul. Got up and kicked him in the helmet with his knee. I don't think he necessarily meant to, but it is going to be on Mora.
So 15 yards. You had it 3rd down and manageable, but now they're going to be knocked back 15 yards, and it's going to be... tough going.
Yeah, tempers flaring there. The physicality is obviously here, but yep, that's on Mora, and it's going to back him up quite a ways. And if you're Mora, you got to keep your heads level here because, you got to keep your heads about you because in a game like this, field position is probably going to matter a lot more than in previous games.
Yeah, oh, absolutely, and that unnecessary roughness was so obvious that we got 2 flags from it.
Yeah.
So 2 officials saw the exact same thing. It's hard to argue with 2 flags.
Well, and I've seen it right from my stance, too, and it's again, you hate to say it because we've all been there, especially in games. I don't care if it's a board game, card game, football game, pickup basketball game. We've all been there in anger, but you got to keep a level head because penalties like this could kill a drive. Meanwhile, they'll line back up under center. Man in motion, left to right. They'll fake the give. It'll be Coverman who will toss it out to his left. Ball's on the ground. It's still up for grabs, and it's going to be Pine City ball.
So a dangerous pitch there by Coverman, leading to a fumble. So with the RPO, you like to pitch the ball as late as you can to get the defense out of position, but there is that fine line from as late as you can to too late.
Trying to toss it out to Nelson, and did not work out. So Pine City set up in great field position inside the Mora 30 to the 27-yard line. They'll line up Sklezacic in the gun, 2 running backs to his right and left. He'll give it to Dens. Dens off the left side, running forward to about the 20. It'll be a solid pickup there for Evan Dens. They'll line it right at the 21, so a gain of 6 there for Dens, and it's going to be 2nd and 4.
The hitting early in this game has been some of the hardest I've seen all season.
Well, there may not have been bulletin material said by either coaches, but they pretended.
Yeah.
And there is definitely some animosity between these
Well,
teams.
it's Pine City Mora,
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, there is no love lost. That is for darn sure. It'll be the same formation. Two receivers will go right this time. Tight end on the left is going to be Heverhalls. Sklzacek trying to take himself, being patient right up the middle. He's got the first down nearly to the 15, but he'll be stopped short of that. It'll be, maybe he'll be just short of the first down. We'll see where they spot him. Looks like at the 16, which would be a new set of downs. It will be. So gain of 5 there for Sklzacek, and it's a first down for Pine City inside the Rush City Auto red zone. Rush City Auto has a location in North Branch called Standard Auto and Classics. 2 locations means 2 lots of quality used vehicles. Visit rushcityauto.com to see all the inventory. First quarter, 9 minutes to go.
Really good patience by Sklzacek there on that quarterback draw.
2-back set with Sklzacek under center. He'll take the snap. He fumbled it a little bit, and he'll just drive forward. He's going to pick up a few yards on the carry. I don't know if that was the design play, but it worked out.
Yeah, massive humanity just pushing forward.
Gains 5. So gain of 5 on the bobbled snap there for Sklzacek, and it works out to make it 2nd and 5. Now, I'll wait till this drive is done because I'm not going to jinx it because then people would have another reason to hate me. But 2nd and 5 for Pine City. They got a fumble recovered on the Mora 27-yard line. 2 receivers left, tight end on the right, a running back on each side of the quarterback, Sklzacek in the gun. He takes the snap, and he, tried to give it to Dens, but he slipped. Well, I know the young men like to wear those plastic cleats that are a little bit shorter. You might need, especially in the fall, you're going to need the longer cleats.
Yeah, things get a little slick as the night starts to get a little cool. I mean, it was in the 80s today. What are we talking about?
It'll be a loss of, I think, 1 there for Dens. Again, if he didn't slip, he had some room to run. Just got to keep your body, your feet square and wide, and that's with being a running back, I think you forget that out because you're just trying to get up the field so quick. But you got to keep your stance wide enough so that if you do slip, well, you got one part of your cleat to catch you. Same formation, man in motion left to right. They will give it on a jet sweep here, and it's up the middle. He's got some room to run, and he's swiftly taken down, but it's going to be a first down and 10 for Mitchell Norton, and it'll be a first down and goal. A ball spotted now at, I think, the 5.
Taking the ball down and taking it to the outside was a great play there by Pine City. A lot of their offense has been between the tackles. This one went outside the tackles and then cut straight upfield.
So now it's first down and goal from the 5. Pine City trying to punch it in the first quarter. 2 receivers right. Dens gets this carry up the middle, bobbled it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons!
Taking it to the outside, stretched out the Mustang defense just enough to get Pine City into the end zone.
5-yard touchdown run from Dens. Bobbled it again, and if you're Pine City, that is, 3 on this drive, the coaches are going to come back and say, hey, great job. Get the ball in first. Let's protect
because
it
didn't hurt you on this drive, but one play it will.
Yes, there's only so long you can play with fire before it spreads, so clean that up, but that won't take away from the touchdown. It will be, they will line up to go for 2. Sklzacek will try and take it in himself. He will come up short. Great tackle in the open field there by Logan Wickland on the D-line, and takes him down short of the goal line, but the Dragons get on the board first. 6-0 with 6:55 to go here in the first quarter on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. 3 locations, Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. Their board-certified orthodontists are also committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. 6-0 on that scoreboard. Now Pine City will line up to kick it away. So for Pine City, a good drive, but good because they got a gift from Mora on the fumbled speed option there. But for Mora now, okay, they just got a little bit of a gift from you. Now you need to go down, and even if they don't score, put a drive together.
Yeah, Mora needs to put something together offensively. If you're Pine City, you need to take that momentum from your offensive drive and take it over to the defensive side and see if you can get a stop.
Darian Hall getting ready for a Kettle River Pizza kickoff. Here's the boot. It's going to be a high sky kick all the way to the 20 is where it's taken in. Up to the 25, cuts out to the left. I think he accidentally fair caught it. Yep, I think he accidentally fair caught it. So on the return that time was Mason Coverman, and Adam, I think while he was going up for it, accidentally put that hand up.
Maybe a little unfortunate events for the Mustangs there.
I don't, and to be honest, I don't know if I know someone did. I don't know if it was him exactly because he'd started to return it. I think someone else accidentally may have. So, and with that, that's going to put him at the 19, maybe even the 18 to start this drive. Really unfortunate there for Mora.
Something that Mora had been doing, I suppose up until that point, is special teams. They've done it very well, getting really good returns.
Receiver wide on each side for Coverman. Nelson will be in motion. They'll give it up the middle here. And that is number 5, Jeremy Lance on the carry. Gain of about 2. And Nat O'Brien, second down and 8. Ezra Barth on the stop for Pine City. Now, I got to say, Adam, it doesn't matter in the game, but we've got a few Pine City players with the cowboy collar. Golly, I love that look. Meanwhile, Mora will now come out in a 3-receiver formation, 2 on the right, 1 on the left, or if you're looking at your screen, it'll be 2 on the bottom, 1 on the top. A little bit of confusion for the play call. They'll get it in now be a pistol formation here for Coverman. Coverman in the gun. Pistol. He'll have a running back down in his stance. It'll be a receiver screen to the left. He's got some room to run, and he dropped the ball! Gets up for grabs, and oh, boy.
It's hard to see from here.
Yeah. Pine City ball!
Almost exactly where they got the ball on the last drive.
Well, Makai Lyman was the receiver who caught it all the way up, to the, where are they spotting it? The 27? So it was a gain of, 8 for Lyman?
And that's about not giving up on the play.
Yeah, and then a hit from the Pine City defender knocked it out, and Pine City's got it back, 6 minutes to go. They've got it on Mora's 26-yard line. It was a good gain and good blocking out in front of Lyman, but, man, what a hit by Pine City. So they will line up, 2 receivers right, tight end on the left, 2 receivers, 1 on each side of Sklzacek. He will take the snap. He'll give it to Denz. Denz cuts it to the right side, breaking off 1 tackle, then falling forward near the 15 to about the, what are they going to place him at, the 16? It's a gain. No, not quite.
At the 21.
There we go. I knew I was wrong. Gain of 5. There.
Pretty good gain on first down, though. Staying ahead of the chains.
That was Denz again with a gain of 5. Second and the same with 5.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Sklzacek will line up in the gun. 2 receivers right, tight end left. 1 running back on each side of Sklzacek. Man in motion from right to left. They'll give it again here. He's got a little bit of room up towards the 20 to the 19, and that's where he's taken down. Mitchell Norton on the carry, a gain of only 2.
Good blocking there by Pine City, but really good pursuit by Mora to keep it to a small gain.
Gain of 2 there. It'll be 3rd down and 3, under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Again, beautiful night for football. It was a perfect day outside. We're sitting at about 70-something degrees right now. Just a beautiful night for football.
It's October, Ethan. What's happening?
I love it. Beginning of October, can't ask for much better weather. Same formation as the last play. Sklzacek in the gun. Sklzacek will take the snap. Got back to him a little bit late. He'll wait, be patient, try and grind forward, and he gets only a couple. He won't have the first down. He'll be short by about a yard. There will Sklzacek. It'll be 3rd and short.
This is 4-down territory.
Well, maybe only a yard on that one, looks like, from where the marker's being placed. So it'll be 4th and a long 1, 4th and 1.5, shall we? Now we'll see if Pine City will keep it inside or will they take it out. Mora trying to rotate a few guys. Looks like they'll line up with one of their players, their taller players, Jude Holcomb on the outside here, looking for maybe to protect the pass. So 4th and short. And they'll give it to Denz. Denz trying to cut it outside, nothing doing. They stop him on 4th. No gain for Denz, and it'll be a turnover on down.
And that's exactly what Mora needed, was a stop. Now they need to get something going offensively because Pine City has been knocking them around.
3:48 to go here in the first quarter. And not to critique the play calling. I would have liked to see them go with that jet sweep again. Try and spread out this Mora defense, because there have been actually some pretty good blocks by the receivers for Pine City.
Yeah, absolutely. I think both teams have been doing pretty well on the outside. That last play that Mora did end up fumbling on, they got a pretty good gain on that if they were able to hang on to the football.
One receiver on each side of the formation, top and bottom. Coverman sends a man in motion. Gave it up the middle. Almost fumbled it again, but Lane is able to just somehow hold on to it. And he maybe picks up a 2 there, Will Lane. Or, excuse me, Lance. I apologize. Jeremy Lance. Lance is his last name. Jeremy Lance. He fumbled that one for 2 yards.
Did they accidentally bring the butterball? Or, hey, we got the butterball here.
Can of corn.
Yeah.
Can of corn. So one receiver on top and bottom of your screen. Same formation for Coverman. More the power T formation. Coverman. Man in motion left to right. It'll be a toss out wide left for Lyman. Lyman's got some good blocking, cuts it up the field. Got some room to run up past the 25 and to the 26, 27.
Lyman is so fun to watch when he has some space.
It'll be a gain of about 7. It'll be 3rd and short for the Mustangs.
Just 5'10", $135, but speedy.
Hey, we've seen plenty of guys who are of the smaller stature make it and thrive in the NFL, especially as kick returners. I mean, we've got Deuce Vaughn in the NFL, taking after Darren Sproles. I mean, don't count the little guys out. Same formation, 3rd and short. Lyman will not be the man in motion. They'll run that option. He's got some
great
room to
play
the outside,
call.
35, 40, 45, 50. Can he go all the way? Norton's going to be the last line of defense and take him out at the 25, but it's a big chunk play.
It was a great play call. Going back to that RPO.
48 yards on the carry for Nelson. That's Stratton Nelson on the carry. 48 yards to switch this field. And for Pine City right now, they're getting caught inside and not getting outside quickly enough. And these DBs need to come up. They need to come up. They're 7-8 yards off the line, but Mora hasn't really thrown it. But behind the line, they need to come up and play press man coverage right now.
You're kind of daring them you need to dare them to throw the football.
Yeah, and Pine City needs to stop backing up on their coverage the right way. Go forward. Bring it to these receivers, but Mora taking full advantage of that right now. Man in motion, they'll fake it. It will be this time, it won't be Coverman. It will be Metling, and Metling is taken down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe gains 1.
Good pursuit there by Pine City.
It will be no gain, I guess. Philip Laterno on the stop for Pine City. No gain there. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. And Preston Metling is now the quarterback for the blue, white, and black. Mora in their blue helmets, white face mask. The new Mustang on the side of the helmet instead of just the M. White jerseys, blue numbers outlined in black, black pants with the blue stripe. Metling under center. Man in motion left to right. It'll be the toss here, wide right. Pressing it out wide. There's a holding call, and they got it. Yeah, big time holding, and you can't do that. So there's holding on every play. It's just not called, but that one was.
So, the obvious ones usually are.
Yeah, unfortunately, that pretty obvious for Mora. And we'll wait the call just to be double sure. Yeah, it is holding on Mora. So for Mora, other than a couple of chunk plays here and there, kind of a sloppy game so far.
It has been.
And there have been 2 egregious penalties. The unnecessary roughness, which again, if you're Coach Whalen, you're going back and saying to your guy, that was completely unnecessary. You got to keep a level head. And then a holding, which again, sometimes holding gets kind of. Sometimes I feel like there is overpowering, which gets called holding. That time, not the case. But there are certainly times where, hey, sometimes he just got overpowered and it looks like holding, which gets called, which is really unfortunate. This holding penalty will back him up to the 35-yard line, 2nd and 20. Metling under center. No one will be in motion. It'll be a pass. They're going to try and go over the middle. He's got a man wide open, and he slipped. We've got a flag down In the backfield, oh no, and Hoagland is hurt. Well, we have to stay to check the penalty. I think it's another holding on Mora. There'll be another holding on Mora, 1:16 to go, and Hoagland is down at the 25. We're going to take a commercial break and hope and pray that he's all right. Back after some sponsors.
Mom's Parkside Cafe in Pine City proudly serves breakfast skillets, scratch-made buttermilk pancakes, famous big cookies, and bread pudding with homemade caramel sauce. Enjoy home-style hot sandwiches made with real mashed potatoes and gravy. Voted Pine County's best breakfast, best lunch, and best soup and salad. This quaint cafe is owner-operated with a small-town feel. Stir in family and a sprinkle of hard work to complete the recipe for this award-winning cafe.
Order up! Mom's Parkside Cafe. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 2, and weekends, 7 till 2.
Back here on Nice 95.5 KBK and WCMP Anthem Country. Hoagland was able to get up under his own power and walk back. Maybe just got the wind knocked out of him. We'll hope for that. It didn't look good with the slip with his knee. Ran to the sideline, so we are okay on that aspect. Again, just kind of hoping that it is more or less just maybe got the wind knocked out of him on that play. But we'll go forward. It'll be second down and a country mile, and if you live around here, you know what that looks like.
So, Ethan, 30 yards. What's the play call? How big is the second and 30 play call sheet?
Well, I'm getting if I can, I'm getting half here. I'm getting half, making third down.
Oh, yeah. It is still just second down, and it's 4-down territory if you get it close enough.
So Metling will line back up under center, man in motion. He'll stop, and they'll give it up the middle. And Culverman will go nowhere, maybe one on the play. Nope, yeah, they'll give him a yard. And Culverman picks up one, and that's going to make it third and still a country mile for Mora. Now, depending on what you get here, unless you pull off some big 48-yard play again, I think you might punt. I'd say you got to at least get 10 here to even think about going for it. Otherwise, you got to punt. You got to play field position at that point.
It's just so long.
There are now 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Can't run out the clock quite yet. They will be able to on the next play, though, will the Mustangs, and take it to the second quarter. Mora taking quite a long time in that huddle. And now 20 seconds. There's a 10-second hand up for the back judge. And there's 5. Now they got 4, 3, 2, 1. No timeout call. My goodness.
Now they had to waste a timeout here.
Not what you want to see if you're the Mustangs. Maybe that was purposeful. I would hate to say that it was, but, well,
I don't see you. I mean, you're not really playing field position with a high school punter, you know?
I don't know. We've seen some decent punts tonight from Pine City, so we'll wait and see. We'll take a quick 30-second break. We'll be back.
October is Minnesota Manufacturing Month. The Central Minnesota.
We're back. Third down, a long third down. Metling's got some room. He's going to take off to the 40 and bumped out by Evan Denz there at the 35. Now they'll spot him back a little bit further at the 37. Nope. It will go up a little bit to the 35. Okay. So
all right, so now I think you punt at this point. I mean, play the field position game. You're only down one score.
So, yeah, I think we said it would have to be at least 10 or more to try and go for it.
And that's exactly what they're doing.
They will look to punt it away. And I think this is the right move because, again, you got to play field position, and Grant Sklazacic is back deep to receive the punt. Yeah, no fake here. I think this is the right move. Coverman with the punt. Go and cover that, young man. Yeah, just get away.
And that turns out to be the right move.
That was a beautiful punt by Coverman. And, hey, now you force Pine City to go, what is it going to be, 95 yards to try and score? That's going to be ideal.
That's a tough task, here at the end of the first quarter.
That is going to do it for quarter number 1. We'll be back after word from our fine sponsor.
Hey there, neighbors. Matt Winsand, CEO Burnett Dairy. Farmers are the people that wake up before the sun, who battle the elements, and tend to their crops and herds with a passion that runs deep in their veins. At this time, I would personally like to thank the farmers. From all of us at Burnett Dairy Cooperative to all of our incredible farmers, thank you. Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Real farms, real flavor.
Back here on WCMP, 106.5 FM, AM 1350, and also KBEK, nice 95.5 FM. Ethan Game Day Gilman, morning show host of KBEK. Adam Hefty along with me. And
taking a trip down the field here in George Saunders Field.
We will switch sides as quarter has ended. Quarter number 2 coming our way. Pine City's going to have 95 yards to go. Meanwhile, taking a look at Class 4A football, Hermantown beat Esco 31-6. Not much doing there. End of the first half, North Branch trailing Grand Rapids 40-0. I just don't believe that Grand Rapids is that dominant. North Branch is shown to be a much better team, so we'll see how that one turns out. But Grand Rapids playing very strong here tonight. We'll also check in Class 3A, Pequot Lakes leading Hibbing 21-7. Not as lopsided as I think a lot of us would think that one would be. We'll try and get some other 3A games up for you on what would be an A&W hometown handoff. But before we do, looks like we'll get to it. Rush City Aiken, no update from that game as of yet. That should be a fun one as well.
I did see Aiken against this Mora squad, and very tough at the line of scrimmage.
So here come the Dragons. They'll start from their own 5-yard line. 12 minutes are back up on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard for quarter number 2. They'll line up, I formation, 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen. They'll give it to Dens. Dens has some room to run here off the right side of the line. He gets near the 10 and
rolls over for another yard or 2.
Blocking through the whistle. I don't know if you've seen those players downfield blocking, but wow, this is certainly a rivalry game. My goodness, gain of 4 for Evan Dens. He is their bell cow so far. 6 carries on the night so far for 19 yards and a touchdown. Check 2A real quick. Doesn't look like Rush updated yet. We'll check, see if Bram's game has been updated as of yet. They lead Deer River 8-0. That's not a bad way to start a game. Back under center, I formation for Sklzacek. They'll give it up the middle. Is that Tucker Johnson? He gets forward to about the 10. And no, the 15. I apologize. That's
tough run. Yeah, tough run by.
That'll be another first down. Gain of 7 for Tucker Johnson. It's a new set of downs, Pine City.
So 1 first down here, getting the ball away from their own end zone.
Checking in on more of a A&W hometown handoff. Ogilvie and McGregor, 0-0 at the end of 2. Or at the start of 2, excuse me. We'll check on Mille Lacs as well. Verndale, no score yet. Or no update yet. We'll keep checking. Same formation. This time they'll split a receiver out wide left. They'll give it here to Evan Dens. Not sure what happened there in the backfield, but he ran into his own man, then rolled off of him forward for maybe a gain of 2 for Evan Dens. And that'll bring up second down and 8. Check in on 5A football. Cambridge Isani leads St. Francis 14-0 on their homecoming night. I did not expect that. I'm not going to lie. I thought St. Francis played pretty good this year, but nice job. Keep an eye on 4A as well. Chisago Lake's playing tonight. We'll see if we can't get an update from that one. As it's second down and 8 for Pine City. They'll come to the line. Shotgun, 2 receivers bottom of your screen, tight end left. 1 running back on each side of the quarterback. Sklzacek rolls off of 1 defender, then gets forward, smacks the ball down because he knew, man, if he just broke off that one, he was gone. No gain, though, for Sklzacek. They'll give him a yard, actually. So it'll be 3rd and about 7.
Pine City really needs to clean up their snaps. That one was pretty darn low down at the ankles. Sklzacek able to gather it in and get back to the line of scrimmage, but tough nonetheless.
So again, Chisago Lake's playing Princeton here tonight. No score yet. I'll try and get an update from that one. That should be another good one. As it's 3rd down and 8. Same formation. The receivers will go to the top of the screen now. Tight end on the bottom. Sklzacek, now we got a timeout. This will be by Pine City. They see something that they want to correct and or fix. And they'll have their first. So each team will be left with 2 now as taking a look at some of our A&W hometown handoffs from around the local listening area and then some. But Pine City leading Mora 6-0 at 9:27 to go here in the second quarter. Meanwhile, looking at some of these other scores, pretty good night for some football. Totino, Grace, and Becker, it's a 7-6 game with Becker leading. I mean, just a fantastic night for some football. Again, take this because it's not going to get much better.
Yeah, if we could bottle up this football weather and just play, I mean, in a couple weeks, we'll be in the playoffs at 42 degrees with light sprinkles, wind going at about 25 miles an hour, and we can remember this night where it is currently 73 degrees.
Annandale leading Rockford right now in the second quarter, 14-0. You updated on some of the scores from around our section as well. Nothing from the Foley-Malacca matchup yet. Why don't we go into that one? We'll check. 3rd down and 7 now for Pine City. Ball spotted at their own 18-yard line. They'll line up. 2 receivers bottom of your screen, tight end on the top. Sklzacic will take the snap. It'll be to Denz. Denz going to throw it. Not sure where he was going with that one. So either Denz misread the routes or someone ran the wrong one, because that is incomplete. And the tough thing with Evan Denz, too, is he can really throw that ball downfield, but he completely was just confused, I think, as to who that ball was supposed to go to, or even the routes that were being run.
Yeah, maybe he was thinking it was going to be a post route going to the inside.
Yeah, just nobody home for him, which is unfortunate because, again, he's got the arm talent. So the Dragons will get set to punt it away on 4th and 7. They'll try and at least get Mora in less better starting field position. This one's going to be a end-over-end kick. It is going to bounce at the 40, roll towards the 50, and it will be stopped at the 46. So Mora will start at the Dragons 46, their best starting field position of the night.
Now, we see this, and if you're looking at it, just straight on, yes, Mora has good field position, but if you take a step back and you look towards the last drive and deciding to punt it on 4th and forever, now you have it 1st and 10 at the Pine City 46, and that in a one-possession game very well could be the difference. We might be looking at that come the end of the game as, hey, that kept this one interesting.
I think so. I think you've got a good point. Looks like Aiken just scored, so we'll keep you up to date as to what the score is there. 9:11 to go here in the second quarter. Mora will line up one receiver on each side of the formation. More in the power T as it is. Coverman under center, lost the ball again. He tried to roll forward, but you can't do that, young man, as he will get a yard off after the fumble as he picked it up and fell at the 45. Hey, I like the idea, though. I like trying to convince the rest. Oh, no, I can't. Didn't have it. I like it.
Whoop.
So it'll be 2nd and 9. Both teams have not had good snaps here tonight. You mentioned Pine City. That's been something they struggled with a little bit, but Mora as well. And on Mora's side, it seems more or less the quarterback maybe taking his hands away a little too early, just a second too early. And the running backs need to clamp down on that ball. Same formation, man in motion left to right. They'll toss it out right here, this time to Nelson. Stratton Nelson trying to keep going out wide. He'll lower the shoulder, but he only gets to about the 40. It'll be a gain of 4 for Stratton Nelson, and it will be 3rd and medium.
Yeah, 3rd and 5. Not, ideal, but pretty darn close. 5 yards is still a long ways to go.
It is.
Especially with this Pine City defense.
Barring a penalty, I think Mora, this is 4-down territory now. I think just because of the way the game has gone for your offense, where it's been, we got a spark, and then we lose it, I think this would be, again, maybe a punt, but I think this might be 4-down territory.
If you're Mora, you want to keep this defense on the field for Pine City as long as you can.
Try to go with the hard count. Nobody bit for Pine City. So Culverman under center. It looked to be some early movement there somewhere, but he falls forward on, I think that was a broken play, Adam.
It did look like it. It looked like Mora kind of got caught off guard almost.
I wonder if that snap maybe didn't come and they were going on 2. Because it just looked awkward there.
It did.
So it'll be 4th down and medium at the 40-yard line. I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a punt, but I gotta imagine they're going for it. Because again, a punt puts Pine City back inside the 5. Your punter can do it, but yeah, they're gonna go for it. That's understandable. Metling will be the quarterback. Let's see if they go with the pass. They will. They'll look to their right. Good coverage, and it is. Oh my goodness. Dropped by Graham Balmer. Now, to be fair, could Metling have thrown a little bit of a higher ball? Maybe, but at the same time,
it was a little low and a little behind him. It was going to be somewhat of a tough catch but it wasn't a great throw either.
Certainly catchable for Balmer. Again, on both of them, but that's a catchable ball. That's unfortunate for Mora because they had it, and they had it wide open too.
The slant was the right play call there. Now Pine City has good field position.
Rush City trailing Aiken, by the way, 14-0 in the second quarter, 8:51 to go there. 6:40 to go in our second quarter. Pine City takes over on their own 40-yard line. Sklzacek will give it up the middle this time. I can't quite see. That's either Tucker Johnson or Vandervelden. I can't quite see which one it is. And it was Vandervelden. Vandervelden gets forward for 3. So it'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Dragons. 6:15 to go here in the first half. Be sure to stay tuned at halftime for the Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime show. Look at scores from around the local listening area, as well as recap this first half. 2 receivers left, tight end right, I formation for Pine City. Sklzacek takes the snap. He'll give to Dens. Dens got some room off the right side. Oh, you can't slow down like that, young man. Got to power through those defenders.
And that was the difference there. There was a hole there for him.
A gain of 3 for Dens, but man, Dens, if he lowers his shoulder, maybe he doesn't break it, but at least he falls forward. Meanwhile there, he fell backwards.
I wonder if he, turned down the 4-yard run to go for the 20-yard run.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate because you're taught as running backs, hey, just take what the defense gives you, get the first down, and then further. But it'll be 3rd down and 5. For Pine City. 2 receivers right, tight end left, I formation. It'll be a toss right for Dens. Dens has got some good blocking, cuts up the field to the 50, and he's rolling forward towards the 45. It's a big pickup there to the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 9 for Evan Dens. I think you got to go with the outside toss for your Pine City. That was some great blocking outside.
It was great blocking, and we were talking about turning down the 4-yard play to go for the 20-yard play. He did not turn down the 4-yard play. Turned out to be about 10.
That was a really, really good job there by Evan Dens, just, again, taking what the defense gives him and not being too selfish and trying to break it even bigger. Same formation. They'll line up man in motion right to left now. Sklzacek will again hand it, this time to Tucker Johnson off the left side of the line. He'll pick up a couple, maybe 3-4 yards. And it'll be 2nd down and medium to about the 43. It's a gain of 3. For Tucker Johnson. So 2nd and 7. Pine City will get their play call in and come to the line of scrimmage.
Just 4 minutes left to go here in this first half.
2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Now one will move to the top. They'll give it up the middle to Tucker Johnson. He's stopped right at the line, maybe push forward to gain a yard, but I don't think so. He's going to gain nothing on that one, and it'll be 3rd and 7 now.
While the outside has been open for Pine City, the inside has not. The Mora defense has done a good job of clogging the middle of the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it has been, unfortunately, 66 not on our roster, or at least mine, but it is 64 as well. Logan Wickland is also in there.
Wickland, one of the seniors on this Mora squad.
So it'll be 3rd and 7. Toss out wide right. They're trying to get Dens on the perimeter again. Got to the 40, maybe to the 39, but that is it. Gain of 4 for Dens. That'll bring up 4th down and 3. Now, this obviously I would assume 4-down territory, but we'll see what Pine City does. With 3 minutes to go, I would almost punt this ball away, force Mora to go the distance.
It wouldn't be a bad call. But 4th and about 3.
Now, I say that because, again, this is going to be snapped with, by the time this play ends 2:30, you're going to have to force Mora to go, let's just say punt gets inside the 10, 90-plus yards and under 2.5 minutes. I just don't see that happening with Pine City's defense, so I would punt this one away. But they're going to go for it and try and keep this drive line, try and score again before half. They'll line up 2 receivers right, 1 left. In the gun formation, Sklzacek with the snap. Trying to fake it, and now they'll go forward. Ball is out. It goes out of bounds. Backwards. It doesn't matter. It's going to be a turnover on downs. He would have come up short anyways. It was a gain of 2 And that was it for Sklzacek. Got to take better care of the ball when you're running in on that type of play.
And Mora's defense stood strong once again on a turnover on downs forced by the defense here for the Mustangs.
Yeah, you can't be upset with the call because, I mean, 4th and 3.
That outside zone read has been, pretty successful throughout this game.
I would have liked to see them run that, but have a reverse go back the other way because Mora's committing hard.
They are.
One
they
way.
really are.
But now Mora will have 2:23 to go.
Still a long ways to go.
61 yards. 3 receivers wide right, 1 left. It'll be Metling in the gun. Pine City's going to call timeout. Yeah, they don't like that formation. They don't have the personnel out there that they want. They'll call timeout. They'll be left with 1 here on KBK and WCMP with 2:23 to go in the second quarter. Again, stay tuned for the Holmes Auto Body and Glass halftime coming up here at the break. We'll hear a word from our fine sponsors as well. Give a shout out to Jeff Schaefer and Chris Gable, who are out covering games tonight. We appreciate them for doing that. Meanwhile, looking at trying to keep up to date with some of the games going on in our local listening area. Keeping up with Bram, who is up 8-0 on Deer River. It's currently the score with 4 minutes left in the second. Really good games going on here tonight. Cambridge Isani St. Francis. Blue Jackets leads 14-7. Still in the second quarter there. Meanwhile, 1st and 10, Mora, 3 receivers left. Right, rather, 1 left. Metling in the gun. He'll look a little bit of a screen. That's going to be, God, that's a backwards pass. Is it? We'll have to wait and see.
We're
I don't
see
know.
what the officials say.
That was close.
They're looking at each other.
No one knows.
It's unfortunately, I think it was too close to really call it a backwards pass.
Well,
but that's just me. And we're at
I don't know with. Yeah. Well, no, they've got the ball there.
They got the ball way back.
That's going to be Pine City ball. If that's where they're spotting the ball, that's Pine City's ball. It's Pine City's ball.
Oh, they did call it a backwards pass.
Wow. I was going to agree with you. I think it's too close, but whoa.
And mind you, we are, kind of off center of that play, so it would have been hard for us to really get a good angle on it. But, the officials right there making the call.
And this is why you never give up on a play, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. Mora just thought it was an incompletion. To be fair, I think most of people did here.
So kind of a bonus possession for the Dragons.
Wow. 2:16 to go. So they'll be in the gun. They'll give it to Dens. Dens trying to go off the right. No, it's going to, oh my goodness, a little trickeration. Norton's gone! Touchdown, Dragons!
And a turnover into points is something we see quite often here in the booth.
We're going to have to get a replay on that one because I have no clue who had the ball there. What a play by Pine City. Let's take a look at that instant replay. Let's look. He has it. Oh, and then okay, so Dens did get the handoff. Then he handed it to Norton, who was coming across the formation right behind the center. What a well-designed play there by Pine City.
So a double handoff there.
Mitchell Norton, 32-yard rushing touchdown. One play for Pine City, and it's 12-0, the Dragons. Whoa. What a play. They'll line up in the I formation. And they'll give it up to Tucker Johnson. He is in for 2, and the Dragons have now taken the lead 14-0 over the Mustangs with 2:08 to go here in the first half. Wow. Talk about a swing of momentum.
Yeah, what a way to finish off a first half if you're Pine City. Forcing a turnover and getting it into the end zone on your first play of that possession. I mean, Mora needs to find a way to get going offensively. They've had a little bit of success on the outside, but have not been able to sustain any drives. And if you're Mora, unfortunately, this is what Coach Whalen was talking about, playing consistently, putting together a full game.
Yeah, it's been unfortunate. You've had a couple of turnovers. The last one, you really can't blame Mora for because, I mean, again, I think 90%, again, Dragons will say they knew it was a fumble, but 90% of the people in here thought that was just incomplete.
Well, even the guy who, picked it up wasn't completely sure. He just picked it up, just in case, and that's what you're taught to do.
So Pine City now leads 14-0. Darian Hall will get set to boot it away on this Kettle River Pizza kickoff. And here's the boot. It's going to be an end-over-end kick. It'll be run up on and taken at the 20 from a lineman. Dan doesn't have it cleanly. Mora's going to fall on top of it. Oh, my goodness. You cannot be doing that, young man. Whoa. Drew Wentworth came in way late, almost dove on top of the pile. He's got to be careful. He almost set Mora back even further.
And that would have been the second one. Almost should have been called.
Man. Again, you understand playing hard, especially in a rivalry game, but there's a point where you got to take consideration of your team. That's all right, though. They do have it at the 29 after a fumbled kickoff, but they do have it. They'll line up two receivers each side of the formation, running back behind Metling. Metling seems to be more the thrower. They've got the slant again. Mitchell Norton kind of was behind him. He could have had the pass deflected if he stuck a little closer to him. Meanwhile, it's going to be up to the 34-yard line, a gain of 5.
Now they got that slant going, opening up the Pine City defense.
5 there was that was Hoagland on the gain of 5. And now we got whistles and a pause. Not quite sure what that was.
That pause helps Mora.
It certainly does. 1:50 to go now. Two receivers again on each side of the formation. Metling will be in the gun. A little more of the pistol look. Metling will take the snap. He's going to look to chuck it deep. Nice defend there by Tucker Johnson on Jude Hoagland. It's incomplete. And, I'll give Metling credit because he did look off, but he was pretty dialed in there on Hoagland. And as a quarterback, that's real easy for a defender to look, he's just going to look one guy. All I need to do is stay by him. Really good coverage by Tucker Johnson. If he's going to do that, pump fake it back to this side of the field because that will open up his receiver.
Yeah, looking off the defender and maybe going through your reads if you're Metling.
Because he had time. Let's be fair to Mora. They're doing a really good job of pass blocking tonight.
They really are. And, and Pine City is in their cover defense, in their, prevent defense. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for.
Third down and 5. They'll line up more of that power T, wishbone, if you will. Man in motion left to right is Lyman. Lyman trying to get through the lineman. And now we'll chuck it back over the middle to Hoagland. Hoagland right at the first down marker. Are they going to give it to him? I think they will. He is right at that first down marker at the 39. It will be a new set of downs on the gain of 5 for Hoagland.
And, you want to be able to move the ball a little bit further downfield with such little time in this first half. But it was a good job by not getting too greedy, taking what the defense gives you, because Pine City is in that prevent defense. That play, they only had 2 down linemen. And really, they know Mora has to throw the ball here.
Well, Metling committed a cardinal sin, threw back across his body, but he got it completed. 2 receivers on each side of the formation. Metling will now look to throw. One of his receivers slipped. He's going to take off with it himself. And his receiver, my goodness. Man.
That would have been an
Balmer, who slipped on the play, got up, and right as Metling was about to get hit, he threw it back to Balmer. Yeah. That would have been a big game, but just over his head.
That would have been one of those replays that we would need to look over again and again.
Wow. But it's just off the mark, and it'll be 2nd down and 10 with 1:02 to go here in the first half.
Because Metling was left for dead on that play.
Yeah. Evan Dens should have had a sack, but he slipped again.
Mm-hmm.
You need to change of cleats out there for some of these guys. But, man, Metling keeping the play alive. 2 receivers each side of the formation, running back behind him. Metling in the gun. Again, more of a pistol look. He'll take the snap. Snap was low.
That's going to be holding. Yeah.
And
Clear
doesn't matter
holding.
the outcome here. This is coming all the way back. Evander Velden got held on the play by number 79, Logan Hendricks. And, that's coming all the way back.
I mean, it.
Good coverage by
I've never
Pine
seen
City,
such an obvious hold.
He got by him, and, to be fair to Hendricks, he's doing the right thing.
Yeah, I mean, he was preventing a sack. And if you're going to get 10 yards, you're going to take advantage of it because it's not going to be any more of 10 yards.
No, right. He almost tackled Vanderbilt.
I mean, you're going to get called for holding, so make it worth it.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate there because, I mean, they were moving the ball a little bit, but yeah, that's pretty clear holding.
Yeah, now you run the football. I mean, 2nd down and 20. You just use as much clock as you can. But Pine City still has a timeout. 1 timeout left.
They will give it off here up the middle this time. Up back to the original line of scrimmage. Now that changes everything. Jeremy Lance.
14-yard gain there by Lance.
Up to the 44.
3rd down and somewhat manageable. Pine City or Mora has a couple timeouts of their own.
And they'll be going quick here. I think they're a little bit confused. Yeah, their receivers are not quite sure what the play call is. And oh, my goodness, Metling had to come from the sideline. Well, they need one play. Otherwise, it's pretty much half over. 2 receivers each side. Oh, my goodness, still trying to get the play call out. Now they'll go back under center. We'll see if this will be a play action and a rollout here. Lyman will get the toss. And I think he was going to try and throw. He's going to have the 1st down out at the 50. Are we going to get a late flag? Oh, I think we got taunting on Mora. Aaron Strand. I think they're going to get him for taunting. What are we doing if you're Mora? Oh, they're looking to personal foul.
And it'll be on Pine City.
If you're Strand, you're thanking your lucky stars right now because he should have been called for another penalty. Oof.
So now that's a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, Strand was doing the old Antoine Winfield in the face of the defender there. Got lucky, didn't get called for it. I didn't see where the personal foul was. If they called it on the tackle out of bounds, I mean, I don't know how you can call it from the back, Judge, but, I thought it was the right call anyways, but I don't think that's where they called it at. So I'm not quite sure where the foul came.
Is this 2 quick plays if you have a timeout?
No, this is 8 seconds left. This is 1 play, and half is over.
Oh, there's a Lyman, and caught.
And they do have 2 seconds, so Lyman makes the catch down at the 15. Gain of 19 there for Lyman.
So now it's 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. 2 seconds left. Just like Moore drew it up there with 2nd and 20 and letting 30 seconds go off the clock on that one play. I mean, how valuable would those 30 seconds be here right now?
Well, obviously very valuable, and you take the penalty, that definitely helps from Pine City. But, I mean, you're going to have a shot at the end zone here to end the half. If I'm Pine City, I'm getting everybody but 2 defensive linemen down at the 1-yard line if I'm Pine City because, tackling in bounds, half is over, you preserve a touchdown. But if you're Mora, the important thing here is, obviously to score, I don't want to state the obvious, but the momentum that gets completely shifted if you score here is palpable.
Oh, absolutely.
So they will have 2 receivers each side of the formation. They will have a running back in the backfield with Metling. I'm surprised they don't go 5 wide here. Pine City really hasn't gotten any pressure defensively all night. They'll maybe go with a little bit of a trick play. They will. Lyman looking, and he's just going to take off with it. Evan Denz is going to push him out, so that will be the end of the half. Got to about the 5, and he gained about 10, but that's going to do it. If I'm Lyman, you got to chuck it up.
Yeah, just throw it up there and hope for something because there's really not much that you're going to lose, especially if you get it high up in the air.
Well, that is going to do it for the first half of play here on KBK and WCMP. We're going to take a commercial break, and then we'll be back for our Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime show here on both WCMP and KBK.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation, in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
The Classic Edge HDX from Center Boiler is the outdoor wood furnace for you. This furnace can heat anything, your house, shop, greenhouse, even a pool, all with one Classic Edge HDX. The Firestar combustion control takes all the worry and guesswork out of wood heating. It automatically controls combustion for highest efficiency with any kind of firewood, and you can remotely monitor the furnace from anywhere.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local Central Boiler Sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a Central Boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local Central Boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local Central Boiler Sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Are you tired of long commutes to the Twin Cities to work in the HVAC field? Dale's Heating and Appliance in Pine City is now hiring full-time installation and service technicians to join their growing team. Dale's Heating and Appliance is an established Lennox Premier dealer looking to expand their business. Benefits include competitive wages, health insurance, paid vacation, paid holidays, 401k, and more. Submit your resume to daleshvac@yahoo.com or visit Dale's Heating and Appliance in downtown Pine City today.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Back here on Nice 95.5 FM KBK and Anthem Country WCMP, we are at the Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime show. Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora is ICAR and ASE certified. They are recommended by insurance companies. If you had an accident, let Hones Auto Body and Glass fix you up. They have a state-of-the-art facility and 44-plus years of experience. 14-0 is our score on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. Pine City leading over the Mora Mustangs here at our Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime show. We'll get an update from some of our other games in our local listening area, but for now we'll take a look at some of the stats from the first half. For Mora, they had a total of 148 yards of offense. Most of that came on the ground, 13 carries, 101 yards. Rushing, they were 4 of 7 passing for 47 yards. Leading the way rushing was Stratton Nelson with 54 yards. And then it was Jeremy Lance with 19 and Lyman with 17. Leading the way passing was Preston Metling with 29. Coverman had 8 yards on 1. Leading the way receiving-wise was Mackay Lyman. He had 27 yards receiving on 2 catches. They had 4 penalties and 2 turnovers. They also had 6 possessions in that first half. For Pine City, they ran the ball 23 times for 105 yards. They were 0 for 3 passing. They had 1 penalty, 0 turnovers, and also had 7 possessions. And leading the way rushing for them was Evan Denz, 10 carries, 37 yards. I apologize, it was Mitchell Norton who had that big touchdown run at the end of the half, 3 carries, 42 yards to lead the way for the Pine City Dragons. In the first half there, Adam, just to touch on it real quick, I think early on it was a little bit sloppy for both sides. But as we moved forward, it really both these teams started to settle in, and it definitely looked a lot better.
They did. Both offenses were able to find some rhythm. Pine City, for the majority of the second quarter, really did a really good job of finding some room on the outside mostly. Mora on that last drive really did a good job of, moving the ball down the field. They got 5 yards away from the end zone. So, both teams finding their rhythm, but, we talked to their coaches today, and both of them wanted more of a complete game, and I don't think we've seen it quite yet, but also there is still a half left to play.
There is, and it's going to be an exciting half. We're going to come back, get some updates from around our local listening area, and then we'll tell you what we think each team needs to do to get the victory here tonight. It's homecoming for Pine City, so we got the little guys and little gals out there playing some flag football. Love to see that. But we're going to go ahead and take a word from our fine sponsors. When we return, we'll recap more of what happened here in the first half on KBK and WCMP.
Guy Fieri's Flavor Town is now available at your Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City. Guy Fieri of Food Network fame is rolling out some of his favorites like the mac and cheese burger, sweet heat chicken and waffle, jalapeno potato nuggets, and candy chaos cookies. And you can only get these at your local Freeway Holiday Station store. Flavor Town is rolling out now. Guy Fieri's new Flavor Town at the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City. 'Cause you gotta stop somewhere.
Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch invite you to check out their 2 full lots of quality used vehicles. They've got a car or truck for any size budget. Get your next vehicle from a local dealer with a great reputation. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch are going to put you into a vehicle that you will love at a price you can afford. For more information, visit rushcityauto.com to view up-to-date inventory. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics. Quality used vehicles, rushcityauto.com.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit Kettle River Pizza Fundraising on Facebook to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today. That's great tasting pizza.
Need reliable energy? Burnett Dairy Cooperative has you covered with top quality propane services. Whether you're heating your home, running your business, or firing up the grill, our propane is safe, efficient, and always dependable. Choose Burnett Dairy Cooperative Propane, your trusted partner for all things energy. Stay warm, stay powered, stay local.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Pine Technical and Community College is turning 60. Are you an alumni or friend of the college? Join us for an all-class reunion and the grand opening of our brand new Tech and Trades Labs. Friday, October 10th. Reconnect with classmates, explore state-of-the-art learning spaces, and celebrate 6 decades of changing lives in our community. Mark your calendar, Thursday, October 10th in PTCC's brand new Automotive Lab. Details and RSVP at pine.edu/60 years. See you there.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
There we go. Maybe that'll be a little bit better. Yeah, well, that's A little bit better. You can kind of see me. Why don't we try zooming out? There we go. That's better. Now we're back on the Holland's Auto Body and Glass halftime show here at George Saunders Field here in Pine City, Minnesota. 14-0 is the score on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Pine City leads over the Mora Mustangs. Adam, you're the voice of the Mora Mustangs. 14-0. It's certainly not as that lopsided, though, because Mora's had some big chunk plays.
They have, and they've also kind of owned the line of scrimmage, at least in the middle portion, from tackle to tackle. There are some good things to come out of this Mora squad here in this first half. It is very similar to what we saw in Cloquet, but we'll see if Mora can take that momentum from the end of that first half and bring it forth towards the second half.
And I think one of the things there for Mora we seen in that first half was they're doing a pretty good job of getting to the perimeter, but can they block out at the perimeter, and can they hold on to the ball?
Holding on to the football is going to be huge. Three fumbles there in that first half? That and 14 points. Both touchdowns came off of turnovers, and that's the difference here.
It is, and Pine City had the last one was a big one because Mitchell Norton took it 32 yards for a touchdown, which kind of put the exclamation point on it. But we did kind of see Mora right at the end there get a massive penalty from Pine City. Again, a personal foul. We didn't quite see where it came from, but it was a personal foul that gave them a huge last shot to the end zone. They ran a trick play, and they just didn't give their receiver a shot.
They didn't, and with that little time, you just kind of throw it up there and hope for the best because there's really nothing to lose at that point.
And I think for me, I'll go to you because you're the voice of Mora. But what do you think Mora needs to do here in this second half to one, first of all, get on the board? I think they need to do that first because then everything will follow. But get on the board and then start to overtake this game.
I think it all boils down to discipline. Not so much that they're doing anything like egregious or violent or anything, but, cleaning things up, hanging on to the football, better snaps, no unnecessary roughness calls. There was an unnecessary roughness call. It wasn't violent. It was just late. And that, moved Pine City up 15 yards, and that was a big play. So I think it all boils down to discipline for Mora here in the second half.
I would second that for both teams because we've seen personal fouls on both sides, and it's been both unnecessary roughness. So we definitely need to see both sides clean that up here as we go forward in this one. I was going to say I think they need to stick with the short passing game, the short, quick passing game. The slants have worked here tonight for them.
Well, you have the speed if you're Mora.
Yeah, and it's just a matter of putting it on the money. Can they get those passes just a little bit better? We've seen that those are almost wide open. Just can they put them a little bit better on the chest from Preston Metling to his receivers? And because Hoagland has been kind of the main guy, and he's been open on a lot of these underneath throws.
Absolutely, Hoagland, and you get Lyman on the outside, and he's dangerous. But from Pine City's side, what do you want to see to kind of extend this and keep the first half going?
Well, I have one more thing on Mora. I want to see them not run these long developing plays like these trick plays that they have run because Lyman, yes, he does have an opportunity, but it's being strung out too far. I think they need to have him on a jet sweep close to the line of scrimmage, tell him, hey, right as soon as you get off that tackle's rear, cut it upfield because you've got the speed to beat everybody. But going to Pine City side of things, I think right now, they need to take some longer drives. I think they need to start working the clock just a little bit. I also want to see them work the pass game. We haven't really seen them but, 3 times from 3 different guys?
Yeah.
I want to see the pass game come to fruition for Pine City. It doesn't necessarily need to be long shots downfield, but, again, the quick pass game. Let's start it with a few receiver screens. Let's start it with a few quick slants and curls, then work it downfield, then take that shot downfield.
Yeah, and you don't need, long pass plays to open up the defense to keep them wide and keep them deep, because if you're able to pass it to the outsides, it stretches out that defense and it makes running the ball easier.
And speaking of stretching out the defense, I think that's one thing Pine City needs to do here in the second half to continue to extend this lead. Get outside.
Yeah,
the blocking has been there for both sides here, but Pine City has done a really good job of getting some chunk plays, especially when they get really wide outside. Usually you don't want to push that way outside. Usually you want to cut it up at some point. They're getting it to the nearest sideline. Great blocking. They're walling these defenders off. And whether it's Dens, Tucker Johnson, whoever's carrying the ball is doing a really good job of finding the lanes.
If you have wide receivers that can block on the outside, it's a tremendous weapon to have because, yes, you have those up front guys, the bigger guys, but when you get to the outside, those cornerbacks, those safeties, they're just not as big. And if you're able to keep them in one spot and allow your speed to get around them, it really opens things up quite a bit.
Defensively, we've seen some chunk plays be let up from both sides, but I think defensively, I don't think there's too much to change other than maybe shore up the tackling and play a little bit closer on, if you're playing man coverage, be a little bit closer because we're not seeing anything real deep yet.
Yeah, both teams from what we've talked about, that they should pass the ball a little bit more. Neither team has looked comfortable throwing the football.
That's a very good point as well. So that is going to just about do it for our halftime show, our Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime show. We're going to go back and take another word from our fine sponsors. When we come back, we'll have the second half Kettle River Pizza Kickoff coming your way after word from our fine sponsors here on both KBK and WCMP.
Your local radio home for Minnesota Vikings football is WCMP.
Breaks another at the 30, and he's loose!
Your favorite hometown team with your favorite players.
Caught by Jefferson!
Don't miss the hits, the action.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Catch the excitement all season long.
And he caught it!
Minnesota Vikings football is on Cool Country 100.9.
WCMP.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Back here on WCMP, they're just quickly honoring the homecoming royalty here. This is, again, Pine City's homecoming here this evening as they host the Mora Mustangs. But also want to mention that pregame they did honor the 2025 Pine City Athletic Hall of Fame members. They will have that ceremony tomorrow at the Pine City Country Club, so be sure to head on out there, support them. And I know one of the young men who have been inducted into it, that's Mitchell Hansman. He was our quarterback my junior and senior year, a very talented young man, and it was great to be a part of his team. He was a great leader, a great captain, and cool to see him inducted into the Pine City Athletic Hall of Fame. A three-sport athlete. I mean, he really did it all, basketball, football, baseball, and he was kind of a jack of all trades in that aspect, so cool to see him in the Athletic Hall of Fame. So shout out there to Mitchell Hansman. Again, I played with him for a couple of years, and a really good young man. Of course, his dad was my football coach for my whole career. Started in I think it was in my 4th through 6th grade, and then I also had him again in one of the 7th or 8th grade years, and then again in high school as my running backs coach. So pretty darn cool to have him a part of my career. And he's also been a part of my broadcast career as well. Been cool to see him all around and a part of that. Getting set for our second half Kettle River Pizza kickoff. 12 minutes will be put back up on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Kettle River Pizza in Ascove. Have some delicious pizza. And we gotta have a word with the salespeople because they gotta stop doing food ones. I get too hungry up here in the booth, and every time I'm like, oh, that sounds good. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and get that. And I'm getting broke and I'm getting fat. So, salespeople,
hold off on those great businesses.
If you're gonna do them, maybe don't mention the great food that they have. I mean, oh, you're torturing us up here. But either way, we do have some great, not just food places around our local area, but just businesses in general. We want to
our sponsors have really stepped up this fall season.
We want to give them a huge shout out because if it weren't for them, well, we simply wouldn't be able to be out here and broadcasting these games. So huge shout out to all of our fine sponsors as we just buy a little bit of time here before we get ready for the second half Kettle River Pizza kickoff. Pine City leading on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard 14-0. Ogilvie leads McGregor, by the way, 6-0 in the third quarter. It was still 14-7. Cambridge Isani leading over St. Francis at half there. We'll get an update here. It looks like still at halftime there, 14-7. So some good games going on in our local listening area. Some games that should have been a little bit better than what they turned out to be, but still some really good games going on. Looking for the kicking tee down there. They have seemingly lost it. Pine City just waiting for that to try and get back out on the field. Mora will go north to the north end zone as they get set to receive this ball. Pine City will be defending that one.
I'm waiting for the first team in our area to implement a dog with a tee fetching.
That would be cool.
I know some college teams have done it, and it's never a bad idea to get a yellow lab or a golden retriever out on the field.
Yeah.
I've never seen a bad way to do it.
So we're actually going to be switching sides. Looks like possibly might have been a little bit confused as to which way they were going. So Mora will be going to the south end zone now as we get it switched. One of the Dragon players out there had the right call. He was like, hey, you guys are on this side. And everyone was like, what do you mean? And then the ref was like, oh, yeah, actually.
Oh, yeah.
So Mora will go to the south end zone. That's where Pine City will be protecting. Darian Hall will get set to boot this one away. And here's the boot. This one, a sidewinding kick taken in at the 25. Got some blocking in. He's got some room. Skiff made him miss at the 50 to the 40, and he shoved out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Great return there by Stratton Nelson into Dragon territory to about the 35.
And if you're Mora, that's exactly how you want to start your second half.
Oh, I mean, you can't ask for much better other than a touchdown. So, yeah, great start for Mora. And they'll be at the Dragons' 36-yard line. And the Mustangs will have Metling start this drive. I want to see if they don't come out and start throwing this ball. I think that would be – I feel like that would be the – I don't want to say catalyst to this second half, but I think it would be a great start for them.
It would keep Pine City on their toes.
So it will be Metling, receiver on each side of the formation. Know the wishbone. Man in motion, they'll give it up the middle here. And Jeremy Lance plowing forward for about 3 yards.
So that's all right if you're Mora. Just keep ahead of the chains.
Well, 3 yards in a cloud of dust, as they say. Not so much dust here tonight, but still.
As Leroy Horde once said, if you need 3 yards, I'll get you 3 yards. If you need 8 yards, I'll get you 3 yards.
Go back, same formation. I just think it's important to note that you've got the receiver, Hoglum, on the right side, bottom of your screen. Man in motion, Lyman. They will toss it wide to him. Now he starts way behind on that one, and he's going to go down. He's going to lose all of what they gained. Tucker Johnson with the stop. So he loses the 3 that they picked up.
Good pursuit there by Pine City, getting Lyman in the backfield.
I think right now with this speed option that they're doing, and I don't mean to, I'm not trying to pick on anybody, so don't come after me saying I'm trying to bully anybody. That's not what I'm trying to do. Just an observation. I think with the speed option, one, the quarterbacks are not getting close enough to the line of scrimmage. Mm-hmm. 2, these tosses are going way too far behind.
And, this is their first year in this offense, so
yeah.
They're going to get better.
3rd and 10. Man in motion is Nelson. Makes one man miss up to the 35. Spin move at the 30 is going to dive forward to about the 33, 32-yard line. What a move. Or 23, 22-yard line. Spot him. I can't math, apparently. Yes, 28. I get all sorts confused. So it'll be about 4th and a long 2, 4th and a short 3.
But you give yourself a chance if you're Mora here.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest thing is if he gets taken down back at around the line of scrimmage, this is probably winds up being another punt.
Yeah.
But because he picked up and made a nice couple of moves, they get a chance to now do it at a 4th and long 2. So they'll go to the line of scrimmage, one receiver on each side of the formation. Metling under center. Man in motion is Lyman. And they're going to give it to Lyman. This time he got a block, but he's still well behind where they want to be. And he goes backwards! Oh, my goodness! Mitchell Norton with a big play back at the 30.
Mitchell Norton matching Lyman's speed and getting him on the outside. This pursuit by the Dragons defense here on this first drive in the second half has been impressive.
man, Lyman went backwards trying to get around the defender.
He had a long way to go.
Give Norton credit because, man, he came up like, a bat out of you-know-where to make that stop, but wow.
And I think that's what you were talking about. Those tosses have gone a little bit too far behind the line of scrimmage, and it forced Lyman to really need to pick up a lot of yardage in one spot, and, Pine City able to play the angles well.
Well, unfortunately for Lyman, too, I think he could have cut it upfield. I think he had some room. Meanwhile, it will be Skozacek who hands it off to Evan Denz. Denz bringing the physicality, but then a whole pride, I don't know if that's what it's called, group, mush, I don't know, of Mustangs.
Mush of
Get
Mustangs.
there.
It's probably not right, but I'm going to go with it.
It's close enough.
I mean,
Gain of 3 for Evan Denz.
Stable of Mustangs?
Yeah, it's something along those lines. Group. That just didn't seem cool enough.
No.
2nd and 7 after the
Crows
3-yard
have
gain.
all the cool names.
And the Dragons will come out. I formation, 2 receivers left, tight end on the right side. Skozacek under center, takes the snap. He'll give it up to Tucker Johnson, and he gets a good push up the middle near the 40. He'll be short by a few yards.
Good second effort there by Johnson.
To the 37. That's a quick 4 yards, man. So it'll be 3rd and long 2. And Dragons, this is another thing, too, I think that will go underrated as we go forward, but 3rd down conversions. Neither side was super great in that first half, and I think it's about just getting yourself in better 3rd and short positions, which the Dragons have done here. Let's see what they do. And they'll give it to Denz. Denz off the right side line. He's near the first down. He's got the first down on the gain of 3 for Evan Denz.
You don't need 10 yards each play. You just need enough.
And this is kind of the type of drive that Pine City wants to have. They want to have more of the long, sustained drive. If it takes 12, 13 plays to get downfield and score, so be it. That's kind of what they want to do. But I feel like this team, again, with the lead 14-0, probably won't see them throw the ball too much. I think they could certainly maybe get behind the defenders of Mora, though.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's going to force Mora to really press coverage and, not respect the pass.
I mean, they've got 2 receivers here on the left side, and they've only got 1 covered if you're Pine City. And there it is. That's why, and they get it out here on this near side. Mitchell Norton up to the 50, to the 45, and he's pushed out near the 40. That's exactly what I was talking about because they had no one.
They had 1 player defending 2.
He gains 18. Does Mitchell Norton.
And that's exactly what can happen, and you called it right on the head.
Yeah, they didn't have enough guys out there, and great recognition by the Dragons coaches there to realize, hey, no one's out there. Let's just toss it quick out there, and he picks up 18 to put them now at the Mora 41-yard line.
You don't need a proficient passing game. You just need enough to keep the defense honest.
Lineup I formation, tight end left, receivers 2 to the right. Skozacek again, they'll go that formation, and this time it'll be out to Darian Hall. Stutter step, got past 1 defender, out of bounds. I think he got the first down to the 30.
So 2 passing first downs here on this drive.
Yes, it will be a new set of downs on that 10, 11-yard gain. Well, I think what they're simply doing is they're saying, hey, you're going to have your outside linebackers go as rushers to try and stop the run. Fine, we're going to line up 2 receivers. You got to stop both of them with 1 guy. So I'm guessing now Mora will counter that. But now you've just picked up, 20, close to 30 yards on 2 plays to get deeper into Mora's territory.
Yeah, and you have athleticism on the outside. Pine City is using it now.
False start here on Pine City as it was Tucker Johnson who got the carry. Would have gained about 5, but they're going to get a false start here on Pine City. Either that or illegal formation. Either way, it stops play. It'll be -5 for Pine City. That'll be their second penalty. I think it was a legal formation. I didn't quite.
A legal shift maybe?
Okay, legal shift. So a legal shift out there. We first fit this out. Now this is where Pine City has gotten themselves into trouble this season, is getting themselves in first and long situations that they haven't been able to get out of, and sometimes they shoot themselves in the foot. So let's see if what they do here to kind of get themselves out of it. Oh, and they got Mora across.
Mora Gave it right back.
Oh, man. Well,
They did pretty well.
Yeah, great
Ethan.
job by Pine City to go with the hard count there, but and it's so easy up here to say, oh, you got to watch the ball, just watch the ball. But, I mean, when you haven't seen that all night, you're just trying to go and get the running back. You're just trying to go and provide pressure, and you're just playing hard, so you can't blame Mora too much.
No.
It will line up 2 receivers right, tight end on the left, I formation behind Sklzacek under center. Sklzacek will take the snap. He'll toss it here to Dens and trying to spin back around. Lost 5. He's got to get some different cleats on, man, because they are slipping all over the place.
Both teams are slipping quite a bit, and it is not that slippery out there.
No, as the temperature goes down, there will be a little bit of dew out there, but man, oh man, this is this is almost too
I mean, that's what cleats are for.
Yeah. And again, it could be he's just not got his base wide enough. He's standing too straight up. There's a lot of things that go into it, but if you're the coaches, that's going to be something that irks you.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's something that shouldn't happen. It is preventable. There we go.
It is, yes.
They will switch the formation. 2 receivers left, tight and right. I formation behind Sklzacek. He'll take the snap. They will go with the pass. This time defended well. He's going to chuck it deep. It's going to come up short for Michael Petronic. And that will make it 3rd and 15. And unfortunately there for Grant Sklzacek, just couldn't step into that one because of the pressure coming right down the gun.
And that's what that, Mora defense has forced all night. Right up the middle, they've been doing pretty well.
Now let's see what the Dragons decide to do here. Will they try and go with that kind of trick play again where they hand it to Dens and give it to someone else, or we'll wait and see. They'll line up in the gun. 2 receivers right, tight end left, receiver on the left as well. Darian Hall will be the man in motion. They will run that play again. He's got some room to the outside, maybe not enough for a first down, and he gets out of bounds. He'll be about 4 yards short of the first.
And we talked about it with the last Mora possession when they got it 4th down and 2. So at similar spots of the field, you give yourself a chance here on 4th down.
Well, it was a little less than what we thought, but it'll be, 4th and 5?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe more or less 4th and 6. So he gained 8 there, did Darian Hall. That's a long 5. So it's under 6.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Pine City has 4th and medium. We'll see what they do here. This is an interesting play. It's not one that's really going to shift momentum either way. Well, obviously, unless Pine City scores, but it'd be a solid play both sides. They'll line up with 3 receivers. They'll send a man in motion. It'll be Sklzacek. He's got some room. Can he get through a tackle? He can. He's going to go forward. He's got the first down and then some to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for Grant Sklzacek.
Sklzacek with a great second effort and 3rd effort and 4th effort.
Yeah, he needed it all, and we got a man who is up slow for Pine City. That is number 50, Caleb Hogberg, who is up limping a little bit. He's in the huddle, though. Good luck getting him off the field. So a new set of downs for Pine City on the 10-yard gain from Grant Sklzacek. They are now in the Rush City Auto red zone. They will get you in a vehicle that you love at a price you can afford. I formation, 2 receivers right, tight end left. They'll give it here to Evan Dens right up the middle. He's got some room to run right into the teeth of that Mora defense, and he is taken down swiftly after a gain of about 3 or 4.
Yeah, not only are they moving the ball down the field, but they are taking quite a bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter.
They really are, and I think that's exactly what Pine City wants to do, which is funny because other than this year, that was kind of Mora's MO. Obviously they're changing a little bit, so we're not knocking them, but that's kind of what Mora wanted to do. And now because of the people, the players that they have, they're trying to change the scheme to the players, but it's just kind of interesting to see how things change year to year.
It is.
I formation, tight end left, 2 receivers right, 4 Sklzacek under center. It'll be that quick screen out here to Norton. Norton trying to get up the field. He breaks off of 1 tackle. He gets near the first down. It'll be, I think, maybe...
Yeah, this time it was played really well by Mora.
Short by a yard. So gain of 6 for Mitchell Norton. They're going to look like they're going to go hurry up here, will Pine City. Nope, they're going to slow it down. They'll get the receiver off the field. Oh, whoa. They respotted the ball, and he's only going to get 5.
So we talk about taking a lot of time off the clock, and while this is good for Pine City, they're still not going to turn down the chunk plays. You'll hear those big brain be like, "Oh, taking the clock is the best friend you have." Well,
so is points.
Get yards when you can.
3rd and 2, same formation. Give up the middle this time to Tucker Johnson. He grinds forward. He's going to be close. Ooh. Our angle is not so good, so it looked a lot worse than what it actually was. He gained a yard. It'll be 4th and 1. Does Tucker Johnson. Now this will be interesting to see what they do here on 4th and 1. Obviously, this is too much of a long yard to just, I feel like, plow it up the middle. I feel like this is where you dive into maybe a little bit more of the option on the outside. Keep someone behind Sklizacic like a Dens, because if he's close enough, he just takes it, get the first down. If not, you get hit, throw it back to Dens, and he takes it to the first down anyways.
Or a counter play.
Ooh, I like that too. I like the counter play. You're my new offensive coordinator. No, just kidding. Though Pine City will take a timeout. They did not like what they seen, so they're going to take a timeout and discuss maybe a better play option. Maybe they'll go with the counter that you said. I think they heard you.
It's not a bad time for a timeout. Now you have it 4th down and 2. You're up a couple possessions. The timeouts aren't really as, I don't want to say valuable, but you're just trying to get the first down here and take some either time off the clock or score on this drive.
And, you know, I think for a lot of people, they'd be like, why are they calling a timeout there? But what do you think the message is right now in the huddle? Let's just start with Pine City. What is that message right now?
It's staying strong and trying to get Mora out of position. How do you do that? It's the option play. It's the counter play. The middle of this Mustang defense has been stout all night. How do you counter that?
What do you think Mora was being told there?
Mora is being told stay at home and trust your spot. Trust you know what you do. Trust yourself if you're Mora.
I would 100% agree, as they got big old Logan Hendricks out there for this play.
A lot of football players try to do too much, and they get caught out of position.
Well, let's see. 4th and a long one for Pine City. They're going to toss it here to Dens. Dens cuts it up. He's got the first. And then some. And then he's close to the end zone. And short by a yard. Well, he's got the first down by...
This Pine City crowd wanted another touchdown.
I think we had a fumble. Over there, Adam. There were a couple hands pointing back and forth. I think we had a fumble.
It's hard to tell. You very well might be right.
It was close if it wasn't. So it'll be 1st down and goal at the 1 for Pine City. I think you give Sklizacic a chance to sneak it in. Why not?
I mean, you got 4 tries at it, right?
Why not? First you don't succeed, try again. Sklizacic, he'll give it up the middle. Tucker Johnson untouched into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons! Pretty easy.
Yeah, not only did they score, but they took off about 6 minutes of this clock.
Yeah, 3:25 to go now, as we'll take a quick look at the replay. So you can see they get up to line of scrimmage. And look at Tucker Johnson. Just that little bit of hesitation there, cutting it to the right, or the left rather, and is into the end zone for the score.
Just needed a sliver, and that's what he had.
And again, really good job of just deciding, hey, I can run behind my offensive lineman, but all I need to do is cut just a little bit to the right off the guard. They will line up to go for 2. Same formation, I formation, tight end right, 2 receivers left. Sklizacic takes the snap, and he'll fake the give to Dens. He's rolling, looking over the middle, nobody home. Trying to get it there to the tight end Haverhalls. It's incomplete, but it will still be 20-0. Dragons with the lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They'll leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. Plus, it's your consultation, or your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team over there wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. That's EmbraceMN.com. 20-0 Pine City on top of Mora. I think we've seen a little bit of different game plan here from Pine City on that drive. It wasn't so much, it did not look like their drives in the first half. I think they deliberately decided, let's change it up. Let's take some time off the clock.
Let's slow some things down, take what the defense can give us. They're in a really good position where they do not need to do more than they need to. I know it sounds like a funny phrase, but they just need to do what they do.
And here's the boot from Darian Hall. This is a good boot. It's going to be taken in at the 15 by Lyman. Lyman up to the 20, to the 25, cuts it outside. He's got the speed to get around the defense, and then he's taken down near the 40.
Mekhi Lyman is such an electric player receiving kicks. So now if you're Mora, what do you need to do to get back into this football game? Do you need to start passing the ball now?
I said it at the half. I think you need to go with the short, quick pass game. You have found that it's open. Mm-hmm. You have gotten a few chunk plays on it. Do it. I think you need to go to it, and then once you've opened them up, after that, then you can get back to the run and start getting them, dashing them outside. But until then, I think you need to go with the pass and try and get Pine City to give a little cushion up front, because right now they don't care. They're just gonna go. Oh, he's got a man open, Hoagland deep, but instead he checks it down. Caught and rolls forward to about the 46, does the receiver, Jeremy Lance.
So an 11-yard gain, and that's fine. That'll keep the chains moving.
Metling on the pass. Caught by Lance, and a gain of 11.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, he had Hoagland deep, but I like it checking down because, Lance, very strong runner.
Yeah, and, your both offenses here in the second half have been able to open it up a little bit better than they were in the first half.
Yeah, this, again, we're seeing the underneath pass game here for Mora. I want to see if they can't chuck it deep, because, again, Hoagland has been running some good routes here tonight. Metling will go back under center, and he'll run the counter to, oh my goodness, what a good ankle tackle there by number 76. Stratton Nelson on the carry, gain of 2.
Nelson had a good 5 yards on that without the ankle tackle.
Yeah, Philip Letourneau makes the stop for Pine City. That was a great tackle on the ankles by Letourneau. Otherwise, Nelson is probably picking up a first down and then some. So 2nd down and 8 now for Mora, as the clock will tick under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Nelson will get the play call from the sideline, get it into the huddle. And again, a long time in the huddle there, Adam.
It has been. Just getting everything set up the right way has taken quite a bit of time for the Mustangs.
So they'll line up, 3 receivers left, 1 right, running back behind Metling, and Tucker Johnson. Oh, bad angle. They'll throw it deep, and it is intercepted. That's Mitchell Norton. He has done it all tonight, and now he gets an interception. It is Mitchell Norton with the pick.
Metling had some room up ahead of him to rush the football. He tried to look downfield. He was open. It was just underthrown. And these are things that will get corrected as we move on in their careers. Preston Metling, just a sophomore, so very young. He is going to learn from that play, and I imagine he will not do another play like that again.
Well, and to be fair, that's a good throw, and it's almost the right read. He just needs to get it downfield a little bit more, so he's off his back foot a little bit. 2 receivers left. Now 1 shifts to the right. That's Norton. Tight end on the right as well. 2 running backs, 1 on each side. Man in motion back to the left. Now goes Norton. They'll hand it off to Dens. Dens off the left side of the line. Bounces it back. Now tries to go forward, and he's stopped there on the play by number 55, Tucker Cook, and Dens is down, and he's got his leg up, and oh no.
Could be a cramp,
I hope so. We never want to see anybody hurt. Doesn't matter. We just hope and pray that he's all right. Yep, looks like a cramp. We got his teammate there. So we'll keep it here. Appears to be just a cramp. And again, you'd be surprised. You might think to yourself, oh, well, they hydrate this, that, and the other. But your body, it's weird to talk about because, one, your body starts to get used to the colder nights, the 50-degree nights. Then you get a hot day like this, and then all of a sudden it's still 70 degrees. Your body isn't quite used to that again.
Yeah, and, I mean, these players play both sides of the football, and they're on the field quite a bit.
So that's Evan Dens, who's currently down again. Appears to be just a cramp. We won't speculate as to what it is, a right leg injury. And again, a good tackle there in the open field by Tucker Cook. With 1:16 to go here in the third quarter, Pine City on top. On that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, Brace Orthodontics will do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. And if you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at embracemn.com. So Dens gets help to his feet. And he will gingerly make his way to the sideline. Again, praying and hoping that he is okay. Getting that water in, or Gatorade, whatever one it is. Either way, he's getting hydrated. So the Dragons will have it 2nd and 8 after that carry from Dens.
Now with a minute 16 left to go in the third quarter.
And here come the Dragons. Back out. Still have 3 receivers left. 1 right, tight end on the right as well. Sklzacek sends a man in motion. It'll be a give to Tucker Johnson. Nothing doing, but he pounces it outside. Lowers the shoulder near the 45.
Really good burst of speed there towards the end of the play down the sideline.
7 yards for Johnson as he lowered the shoulder. You know, that's one of those where it's like, as a coach, you're initially going, oh, why are you bouncing it? Oh, and then you're like, oh, okay, yes, okay, good job. Because a lot of times when it's bounced out like that, that's not a good sign. But Tucker Johnson did a good job of lowering the boom.
Here's the thing about that play, that Mora had great pursuit there, but Tucker Johnson was able to have that little extra towards the end of the play, and that was the difference between a 2-yard gain and a 4-yard gain, 4 or 5.
Oh, a little bit of confusion, but Vandervelden's going to get the carry up towards the 50. A gain, or 45. Yeah, towards the 50. I apologize.
Yeah, now a fresh set of downs for Pine City.
Gain of about 5 there for Vandervelden. And it's a new set of downs. Pine City knows the ball nearly at the 50. Couple will check in for Pine City.
I imagine one more play here in this third quarter.
Yeah, and if you're Pine City, one more play, and then you just let it roll to the fourth and see how much time you can take off in the fourth. They'll get back out there. 2 receivers right, tight end left. 1 running back on each side of Sklzacek. They're going to throw. They got a rush on Sklzacek. Chucks it, and it's nearly intercepted by Lyman after the tip. It was tipped on the attempted catch by Tanner Johns. Nearly intercepted by Lyman.
Yeah, not only was it nearly intercepted, but Lyman had a head of steam before he caught that ball and a lot of room in front of him.
It is going to have 15 seconds left in this third quarter now after the incompletion. So an interesting call there as, oh no, Johns comes up limping out of the sideline. That's Tanner Johns. But yeah, interesting call there. They've kind of been, I see we got pickle juice on the sideline, Adam. That's pickle juice, I would assume. It's in a jar, so I'm guessing it's pickle juice for cramp, and I love it. They'll give back here to Evan Dens. Dens, got to hold on to that ball a little bit better. That ball was a little loose and free there, but he does manage to get up to the 40. We'll spot him at the 8.
What a wild thing to see on October 3rd. Wild.
I love it.
What are we doing here?
3 yards for Dens, and that is going to be the end of the third quarter here in Pine City. The Dragons lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard 20-0 over the Mora Mustangs. We'll be back after word from our fine sponsors here on KBK.
Stop relying on unstable energy prices and switch to self-sufficiency with the Classic Edge HDX outdoor wood furnace from Central Boiler. Heat your home, outbuildings, and provide endless hot water, all while utilizing your backyard source for renewable energy. The Classic Edge uses up to 60% less wood, which means less waste and less work. Be more comfortable for less money with the Classic Edge HDX.
Northland Boiler Sales. Visit Northland Boiler Sales.
Back here on WCMP and KBEK, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman, joined alongside by the KBEK Front Porch Morning Show host, Adam Hefty. Well, for this second half, we've kind of flipped the script. I talked about it in the pregame how Pine City's average time of possession was probably around an entire game, 8 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's not the case here.
No, they've been able to hold on to the football for the vast majority of the second half. And they were able to punch it into the end zone, and it's a tough blow to Mora.
It certainly is. Looks like the cheerleaders giving out some green footballs here to the fans in the stands. By the way, again, both these stands are still packed, and we've got
Oh,
people
yeah.
along the fence even. We have got a full crowd here tonight, and why not? It's Mora, Pine City. Who wouldn't want to be out here on tonight? I certainly would be if I weren't broadcasting.
70 degrees out there.
Man.
Like,
you think I could get down on the field, be an honorary coach, and just stand way back and just cheer? I doubt it, but it's wishful thinking. Meanwhile, Dragons have it 3rd down and about 7. 3 receivers left, the tight end on the right. It'll be Sklezacic who will weave his way through. He'll be well short of the first down at the 45-yard line. He'll pick up 3.
but it is, I would imagine, 4-down territory, unless you want to force Mora to go the length of the field.
I can see both sides because if you're Pine City, yeah, let's go ahead and get this first down, keep the drive moving, take even more time off the clock. But also, let's punt this away, get them inside their own 20.
Yeah.
And we know our defense has done pretty darn good.
You're
here
able
tonight.
to trust your defense.
Well, Sklezacic's still out there, so it looks like they will continue to go. Their punter, Dominic Kurth, not going to be out there lining up behind the formation. So Kurth is still on the sideline, so they're going to go for it here. 4th and 5. I wonder if they're dipping into their bag of tricks now.
Or maybe a hard count, too.
That could be. But let's see where that 5 yards would be, because that would be close. Nope, timeout. And is this Pine City? It is. Not sure what happened there, but again, something they didn't like, something they did, something they want to correct. We'll wait and see. And you know what? With that, we'll take a 30-second break, give our voices a little bit of a rest.
Hey, Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here, it's homecoming night for Pine City. Mora has made the way from their house over to here.
The way it should be.
It has been.
I mean, these two teams need to play every single year.
It has been a great game for one side. We're not going to say not so much for the other side.
Yeah, I mean, Mora has seen some things too.
Yes, certainly. But it's the time of possession now that's becoming a factor. Meanwhile, over in Cambridge, the Blue Jackets leading the Saints 20-14. Get you updated on more across our local listening area. 4th down and 5. And no, not going to punt it away. Pine City will go for it still. They'll line up under center. This looking, and they were going to go with a hard count. And the receiver on the far side went. But now it'll be a punt.
Yeah, I mean, you have to punt at this time.
Well, Tanner Johns went, and he shouldn't have, unfortunately.
And, I mean, those things happen.
Yeah, it does happen.
And his teammates are saying, hey, it's fine.
Yep.
It's fine.
Yeah, and to be fair, Mora did not jump on that hard count. And who knows if Pine City would have snapped it.
Yeah.
So they're still going to go for it here, Adam.
Interesting.
This is bold.
Very bold.
Oh, they got Sklezacic on the right side, and he well overthrew his man. It was nearly intercepted.
I don't know why he's upset that he didn't intercept it. If he would have intercepted it, they would have been even further back.
Haberhalls was the intended receiver. He had to throw off his back foot. Would have been short of the first down anyways, but it's incomplete. Mora will take over on the Dragons' 49-yard line. That's why I think there you punt it because, well, now Mora doesn't start on your own 49.
Yeah, I don't.
Don't give them any momentum that
right,
they don't
give
have.
them any more chances than they need.
So Mora will. Oh, they got a man running on late. So Lyman. This has now happened the last 2 drives for Mora. They've had someone run on late. Hopefully they don't have any injuries that we don't know about here, Adam. Hopefully everybody's okay. They'll line up 2 receivers right, 1 left. It will be Lyman on the right side in motion. And he'll give it up it'll be a option play, and he's taken down from behind up to about the 40. It's a gain of about 8 there for Metling.
Now, Mora has had some success offensively. They just have not been able to sustain a drive.
Yeah, and again, a large part of that has been penalties and turnovers.
Yeah.
But let's see if they can't get it back here. So it'll be 2nd down and 2 now for Mora after the good gain from Preston Metling.
Taking a lot of time again.
Yeah, they'll have a receiver out wide left, one right, and he'll line up in the pistol with a receiver in the slot right and on the wing left. He'll take the snap. He'll pump fake, and he is. We got a flag down. This must be holding, and he will be sacked. This will be interesting to see what this is. Will this be a block in the back? It almost looked like he fell forward like that, so we'll see if that's not the call. It's in the backfield, so you got to assume it's on Mora, but.
So we'll see what the white hat has to say.
Yeah.
It will be holding.
And you take the penalty because the sack was only about 9 yards. The penalty drops him back 10 from the.
But I don't know. It was a 7-yard loss. You lose a down.
Yeah, they're moving.
They're going to move it back.
I agree with that. I can see where you're coming from because of the down, but with how well they did on 1st down, I push them back to 2nd and plus because there's something to be said about 2nd and plus rather than 3rd and,
It seems
medium.
worse, yeah.
While 3rd and medium is still not ideal, I feel like 2nd and plus 10 is a little bit worse. They'll have 3 receivers left. One right, running back behind Metling in the gun. More pistol. He'll take the snap. He wanted the quick throw. That's a back. No,
that was batted down.
Tipped.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say that one's backwards, but it was tipped.
Some good sportsmanship there by Pine City, helping out Metling.
Yeah, Letourneau got his hand in there to knock that one out. And now you make it 3rd and 11, and this is what the Dragons wanted after the penalty. So good job there by Pine City. And now, we said it before, Mora was getting good push up front with their O-line. Now all of a sudden, Pine City's finding a way through.
Yeah, they are. And, and we also talked about the consistent play by Mora and a lot of that being thwarted by penalties, and that's exactly what we saw.
It will be Lyman. Lyman gets it. He is wrapped up by 51. That is Ashton Moore. Lyman, no gain on the carry. 4th and 11. What a big hit from Ashton Moore.
Yeah, big hit.
And, well, it looks like we will have this looks more or less like a punt.
Yeah.
We got a good chunk of guys off for Mora.
So now special teams coming on for Mora.
It will be, is that number 3? Coverman?
That is Coverman.
We'll be back to punt. If I'm Pine City, I'm staying aware of possibly a fake. They will not, though. It's a good punt in the air. Oh, Skolzacek has got to get away from that. Mora's got it.
And Mora catching a break.
If you're Skolzacek, you fair catch that. It's coming up. Get away.
So now with 8:45 left to play, Mora has a little bit of life left.
Man, you can't say too much because punts are hard enough to return.
They're not easy to catch.
No, but that's one where it's already coming up short. Just back up. And even if you get pushed back, your offense has been going a little bit, so when it's taking off a lot of clock, just let it go.
Yeah, the clock is your friend at this point.
So they're inside the 30 at the 27-yard line is Mora. 2 receivers right and left, running back behind Metling. Metling will take the snap. He will look. He'll look deep. He's got a man, but he overthrew him. Little bit of miscommunication there between him and his receivers. It's incomplete. And 2nd and 10. He's got just a kind of a quick motion with his throw. Just flicks his wrist. Gets it so far, but that time a little bit too far. And now we've got a young man down for Pine City. And while he's looked at, we'll take a commercial break.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Kettle River Pizza, the handcrafted pizza made locally in Ascove, Minnesota. Always the highest quality ingredients. Pizza that is consistently great tasting. A true crowd pleaser. 16 varieties to choose from. Enjoy the classics like pepperoni, pepperoni sausage and supreme, to the unique tastes of hot Hawaiian, taco, buffalo chicken, and chicken Alfredo. Pick some up at your local grocer, tavern, or convenience store. Handcrafted Kettle River Pizza. Moms and basketball players approved.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden french fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Philip the Turno, the injured Dragon, he's up under his own power, walking back to the sideline. And we'll hope and pray that he's all right. Meanwhile, it's 2nd and 10 for Mora after the incompletion. Got some college football on tonight. Western Kentucky beating Delaware right now, 27-24. Now, Mora back to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers on each side of the formation. Lance behind the quarterback, Metling, in the gun. Metling takes the snap. He'll look to his right. That's where he's going to go. He's got a man deep. It is nearly intercepted by Michael Petronic.
And Hoagland was forced to play defense on that play.
Yes. Yes, he was. And really good coverage by Petronic. But, I mean, that's a hard throw for Metling. I mean, he got it there, though. I mean,
did.
That's across the field like that, that's what? Close to a 35-yard throw.
I'd like to have it thrown a little bit earlier, however.
Yeah, if he – and that's unfortunate, too, because if he throws it earlier, he's probably leading his receiver into a not a good spot.
Yeah, that's true.
Because he could get hit. But if he hits him a little bit earlier, there's a chance he could make that defender miss, too. So there are really a lot of possibilities that could have happened. Meanwhile, Lyman will be the man in motion. They'll give it up the middle here, and he will lower the shoulder. He'll get forward maybe for about 5, does Jeremy Lance. It'll be 4th and 5.
And that's one of those plays that gives you a chance on 4th down.
Well, and I like that play, too, from Mora because, 1, Pisey's waiting on the pass, so they're not expecting to run. 2, you just gassed him for 5. Now you got a chance to also do it again on 4th down to run for 5.
Yeah, you've been working the outsides of the field, now working the inside, and it got you 5 yards.
Again, taking a little bit of time to get this play in, under 8 minutes to go in the game. We're late to the line of scrimmage, but looks like there's, 10 not up yet. They'll line up, take the snap. He'll look to his right again. He's eyeing that man down. Oh, we got it, and we've got a flag.
What a catch there by Hoagland, but there is a flag.
Uh-oh, this looks like it's coming back. We'll see. We'll wait and see.
What a catch by Hoagland, though.
That's a great, he got hammered, but what a catch. Oh, shooting. And it's holding on. Oh, my goodness. Holding again. Wow.
Yeah. That seems to be the theme of tonight's game.
You had 1st and 10. Not only that, you had a great catch from Hoagland.
Yeah.
That now gets erased.
I think he bobbled it before he got hit.
He did bobble it, but he held on.
He still held on.
28-14, Jackets lead over St. Francis. That's a big game there,
yeah.
Adam. That's got section implications as well.
If they can finish it off, that's another section that's up for grabs.
Yeah, it really is. Mora again, a lot of time getting this play call in. Clock not running, 7:37 to go. Man, I wonder if there's just maybe a miscommunication getting it in the huddle. Feel bad because now they got to rush it a little bit. 4th and 15. 2 receivers each side. Trying to get a man moved out wide left. Oh, 2 men in motion. 2 men in motion. They've got it. There's the illegal motion. And this play really won't matter if he doesn't get the first down. It won't. He'll come up short. So penalty will be declined. Pine City will take over on their own 24-yard line. So
I think everybody knows what the penalty is.
Illegal motion on Mora. Pine City will take over at their own 24. Yep. Penalty is declined. So it was illegal motion, but it was declined as the Dragons stopped Mora short of the first down. Meanwhile, it was Stratton Nelson getting back almost all of the penalty yardage on that one.
I don't expect to pass the rest of the Dragons offense.
No, I wouldn't either unless it's for 3rd and longer.
Yeah.
Then I could see a screen. But, yeah, 7:26 to go. You're up 20-0. I would assume we'll just see one of those stereotypical Pine City drives we have here in the second half. They'll line up a receiver wide, 2 left. Tight end on the bottom of your screen. Low snap for Sklizacek trying to cut it up. He's got nowhere to go. Spins off of 1, and then he swung down behind the line of scrimmage. And it'll be a loss of 2 for Sklizacek.
And, that's fine if you're Pine City. You have the opportunity to take off another minute and a half. Probably maybe even closer to 2 minutes.
Yeah. So look at the play call in. And I formation, 2 receivers at the top of your screen, tight end on the bottom. Now man in motion right to left. They'll toss out wide right here to Dens. Dens does not have nothing going. Great tackling there by Mora, getting in the backfield. Dens lost his helmet. Getting in there first was number 27. That was Mason King.
And Mora, a pride of Mustangs.
I mean, there was nothing there. That toss to him didn't get to him in time, I feel, but man, there was nothing. Loss of about 3 or 4 for Dens that time. And it is 3rd and long. And again, you're taking time off the clock, but you want to get a chunk here because if you're going to punt, you want to put him at least at the 50. I would like to see a pass here. 2 left, tight end at the bottom of your screen. They'll give it up the middle to Tucker Johnson. Nothing again.
This Mora defense has done a good job right up the middle.
Well, he gained 3, did Tucker Johnson, but it will be 4th and 12, and we'll see a punt as Kurth will come out onto the field.
And that's fine if you're Pine City.
And if you're Mora, though, you've always got the dangerous man back there, Lyman. So always got a chance when he's back there. So if I'm Kurth, though, this is either going to be one where you're going to force him to get away, or you're going to boot it completely away.
Yep.
I don't want Lyman to touch this ball in open field.
No.
This is more of a line drive kick. He's going to have some room to run, though. It's going to go and get out of bounds.
And that is a perfect punt.
Interesting that Lyman let that one go. I would have liked, with where he was, I would like to see him be a little bit more aggressive. Go get that one.
I mean, you're down 20. What's it going to hurt?
They'll take over at their own 42-yard line.
Now with 5:02 left to play, Mora needs to score, and they need to score quick.
Yeah, they're going to have to go. This will be, I'm guessing, mainly pass. Pine City should line up with 3-4 corners in their formation. Safety deep back. And got a few new receivers out there for Mora. Metling will line up under center. So lining up more or less in a run formation, but you can still pass out of it, and they will run it. And Coverman with it.
Ooh.
And, oh, my goodness, slipping a few tackles. He's going to pick up 11 in a new set of downs.
Really good effort by Coverman. Getting close to a first down. They're going to give it to him.
Yeah, that was he should have been gone, but nice open field tackle there by the Dragons. Interesting. They went with the run there. That's, you know what? I mean, he gained 11, so why not? But I think it's because Coverman brings you a little bit of change of pace there at quarterback.
It is, and that's when Mora brought him in the second half against Cloquet. That's when they really started to get some success. Now, Metling has the passing ability, but Coverman seems to be running that option a little bit better at this point.
Man in motion left to right, and Coverman will keep it. Tosses it out right. That's a
And
good
there's
toss
that,
there.
There's that late toss and closer to the line of scrimmage, not forcing your running back to run a long ways.
Lucas Jacobson on the carry. Gain of 2 for Jacobson, and it'll be 2nd down and 8. So Mora will get the play call in, and they break the huddle, get back to the line of scrimmage, which now sits at the Dragon 46-yard line. Coverman under center. They'll fake to give up the middle. Coverman nearly, good job hanging on to that ball because, Caleb Hogberg came in out of nowhere to make that stop. Coverman, no gain. That's a really good job hanging on to the ball.
Yeah, it really was. And, good pursuit there by the Dragons. Getting to Coverman, now forcing a 3rd down.
So 3rd down. They're actually going to give him that yard. He did pick up a yard. As Coverman will get the play call in from the sideline. Just over 3 minutes left here in the game.
Taking a lot of time off this play clock.
Yeah, they got a 3rd down. They need a little bit of urgency here. In the gun, Coverman flag. Did we get a delay of game? Or is it a false start? Delay a game.
So a delay a game with 2:48 left to play.
20-0. Dragons lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Now that makes it 3rd and 12. Mora's struggled a little bit here tonight to get the playoff in time. That's the first delay a game, to be fair, but we've seen it all night long. It's been real close.
Yeah, and, especially in this urgency time, trying to get as many plays done as you can and using as little time as you can.
Coverman, a little bit of broken play in the backfield. He'll get 2-3 of the yards he lost on the penalty, and it'll be 4th down.
4th and long here for the Mustangs.
So let's see what they decide to do here, 4th and long. It's been all run here so far, which has been interesting. And I get trying to build for the next week, but I feel like, again, I just feel like the pass has been there all game, and they need to.
It's been open, and they've used it a couple times, with some success. So it's a little curious that they didn't use it on this drive, but I wonder if they are just trying to shore up what they have for next week.
That'll be 4th, and they will look like Coverman will line up, and now Grant Sklzacek will go back. They'll get set, 5, 4, 3. They'll fake it, and it'll be an option, Coverman, and he's got the 1st down and then some, and he's pushed out of bounds near the 30. So there's the fake punt. Ooh, they're going to give him a blessing on the spot.
That's
a real good blessing on the spot. My goodness, up to the 28, a gain of 20. Wow, he was pushed out either around the 30, but they're going to give him up to the 28. That's okay.
And that's what the weapon of Coverman has as your punter. Able to have that opportunity to, disguise a punt very well.
So it'll be new set of downs here for Mora. 1:41 to go. Clock has stopped. 20-0. Dragons with the lead.
Coverman looks like he's back in for quarterback.
And again, struggling to get the play call and players on that should be. Ten-second hand is up. Now there's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And they do get it off in time. Coverman will hand it up off the middle. Oh, he broke off tackle, and I don't think he even realized it. To the 20, to the 19, and that's where he stopped.
He was trying to get to the sideline.
Oh, they're going to spot him at the 20. Gain of 8 there for Lance. I don't think he even knew he broke it. He almost looked surprised he broke it. So gain of 8 there for Jeremy Lance. He's 2nd down and 2. With just over a minute to go in the game. Dragons just trying to hold on to this shutout here on homecoming.
Dragons can feel their first win of the season.
Culverman will be back under center. He's got 2 receivers wide right. And he'll toss it to the right here. This is Jacobson. Jacobson absolutely plastered by Michael Petronic and Tucker Johnson. No gain.
And there's going to be a timeout on the field.
Do we have an injury? I hope not. Oh, no, he got the first down. Okay, that was confusing. So he got the 3 that they needed.
So it'll be a timeout, Pine City.
Jacobson. 36 seconds to go here in this one. That is their 3rd and final. And I think the simple conversation right now is, this is your homecoming night. This is your last one for you seniors. Keep that egg on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's a pride thing if you're the Dragons, trying to keep the Mustangs from getting into the end zone. And the Mustangs are being told the exact opposite.
Oh, yeah.
This is your rival. Punch it in.
Yeah, especially on their homecoming night. Hey, they get the win, but it's going to leave a sour taste in their mouth.
And have something to move forward to next week.
Yeah, and I mean now, if I'm Mora, I would definitely get back to the pass here. Take a couple shots at the end zone. We'll see. Looks like Culverman coming back out. And they'll have 2 receivers on each side of the formation, running back behind him. They have a linebacker and a receiver here, Hoagland. They've got a mismatch. Or no, that's not Hoagland. And wow.
The pressure got to...
Almost every single Dragon on that D-line got to the quarterback.
Pressure got to Culverman.
Yeah, that was number 70 getting back there. Jerry Sadoff. Wow. Him and another Dragon got back there in a hurry. That took off 4 seconds. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. So Dragons will get the win here tonight, but can they keep the shutout? That's the question that remains. Culverman, a junior, so they'll bring both these guys back next year, which will be huge. They'll line up in their normal formation, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Culverman under center, takes the snap, and he'll try to give it up the middle, but nothing doing there. Sadoff is there again on the stop for Abraham Roos.
Now, is that going to be it? Are they going to...
I would, no, they might try and get one more off. Well, if they're gonna hurry. 10 seconds. And they're gonna try. Here we go. 1 shot at the end zone. Let's see if they get it. Man in motion. Here's the snap. And they just give it to Roos.
So the Dragons will come away with the victory. Their first of the season.
The Dragons are ecstatic, as they should be. A homecoming shutout against your rivals, the Mora Mustangs, and that is going to do it. So we are going to go ahead and take a commercial break, and when we come back, we'll recap this one here on KBK and WCMP.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone. Or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
Pizza Pub in Pine City has a pizza and salad buffet on Fridays.
Not the right vibe. Trav and the gang at Pizza Pub are a little hipper. Here we go. Take 2.
Start off your weekend right with the Friday Pizza Buffet at Pizza Pub. From 11 to 1, pile your plate high with all-you-can-eat pizza for just $12, or upgrade to pizza and salad buffet for only $16. And they're now open Friday and Saturday 11 to 11 and Sunday 11 to 9. Pizza Pub, serving fresh pizza every day of the week. Come stop in.
Pizza Pub of Pine City.
A jewelry store.
Nada.
Then it's a thrift store?
Nada. A pawn shop. Nada. Another man's treasure is not a lot of things. What it is a place to find gently used power tools, hand tools, tires, fishing and hunting gear, motocross gear, and a ton of other cool stuff. Stop by and sell your gently used items, or buy something at a fraction of the price of buying it new. Another man's treasure in Becker, Princeton, East Bethel, Rice Lake, Wisconsin, or North Branch. Or visit Another Man's Treasure on Facebook and see what came in today.
CF Moto gives you everything you're looking for in off-road side-by-sides and utility by-sides. Not only does CF Moto offer comfort, but refined performance, and is found at Caswell Cycle in Mora. For those craving big adventures for off-road, CF Moto can help you get out on that next adventure with CF Moto Power Sports. Experience more together. The best place to purchase CF Moto off-road side-by-sides is Caswell Cycle. The fun starts here. Caswell Cycle, Mora. Motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides can be dangerous to operate. Review all product manuals, labels, and safety information before operating. Always wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
A jewelry store.
Nada.
Then it's a thrift store?
Nada. A pawn shop. Nada. Another man's treasure is not a lot of things. What it is a place to find gently used power tools, hand tools, tires, fishing and hunting gear, motocross gear, and a ton of other cool stuff. Stop by and sell your gently used items, or buy something at a fraction of the price of buying it new. Another man's treasure in Becker, Princeton, East Bethel, Rice Lake, Wisconsin, or North Branch. Or visit Another Man's Treasure on Facebook and see what came in today.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
Mille Lacs Health System has been standing in partnership with their patients for over 65 years. Their mission is to assist those residing in and visiting the Mille Lacs area in achieving and maintaining optimal health. Mille Lacs Health System providing urgent care and emergency services on their main campus in Onamia and family medical care in Onamia, Isle, Hillman, and Garrison. They salute the youth in the communities they serve and wish them good health and good luck.
At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, we're more than just your local dairy. We're also a trusted propane provider, serving homes, farms, and businesses across northwestern Wisconsin and east central Minnesota. Whether you need a tank installed or reliable delivery, we're here for you 365 days a year with flexible options that fit your needs. As a farmer-owned cooperative, we're committed to supporting our community because your home and farm deserve the best. Call 715-689-1032 to learn more. Burnett Dairy Propane, serving you with pride every day of the year.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora. Are iCar and ASC certified and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. Hones, they'll fix you up right.
Final
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch. Pine City gets the victory 20-0 over the Mora Mustangs. Looks like they will have their prayer group right now. They'll come together as two teams to be one for their prayer. But the Dragons get the victory 20-0 over the Mora Mustangs. In just a little bit, we will get our Pine Insurance Player of the Game. Player of the Game presented by Pine Insurance Agency. Our player will receive the coveted Player of the Game t-shirt for a job well done tonight. Thank you, Pine Insurance Agency, covering Minnesota and Wisconsin. They've got locations in Aiken, Ham Lake, Moose Lake, McGregor, and Pine City. Pine Insurance Agency, proud sponsor of WCMP and KBEK's Player of the Game. Dragons 20-0 get the victory over Mora here tonight on homecoming, on rivalry night. It was a fun night for some football. We seen, really, it was time. Time in the second half was really the difference. And
it really was,
took it all.
Time and cleanliness of play. Discipline in terms of penalties really benefited Pine City, that every time Mora was able to gather some momentum, they would be brought back by a holding call or another holding call, illegal shift. A lot of these things will get cleaned up, especially from a young team. Bear with us because, we're not trying to get on these, players because they are young and they will learn from this and they will become a better team for it.
Yeah, they certainly will. And, Mora, again, young team, like you just mentioned. I mean, they got 7 seniors?
And a brand new offense.
Yeah.
I mean, that is not an easy thing to do, something they have not gotten used to quite yet. It will come. It just takes time.
And we certainly seen it tonight where it was like, maybe this could have been, maybe this is, maybe he's the. So it's just about kind of understanding the offense a little bit better. Mm-hmm. And they'll get that next year. I can't wait to see what this team is going to look like next year because a second year in the system, we all know what year 2 can look like in a system. You can take that huge leap that you want. So
yeah, that leap is going to be big. Even from week 1 to now, they've made some big strides.
They really have, and I haven't been able to watch them an entire game, but I know they have made some leaps. And Pine City, I don't know about you in this game, but it felt like there could have been more.
Yeah.
It felt like offensively we didn't get everything they could have put out there. It felt like there was something left on the table with Pine City. It just didn't feel like everything they could have put out there was. I feel like they left a lot on the table here tonight, but a win is a win. Now they go into next week and play a tough ESCO team, but why not get a win on the road over an ESCO team? They almost beat them last year.
Mm-hmm. And ESCO has shown vulnerabilities. A lot of our teams a lot of the high school teams have shown vulnerabilities, and ESCO is one of those teams that have shown that they are beatable. A lot of our teams are. So, I mean, after this win, they're feeling good. They're proud of themselves, and this could jet them to some confident play towards the last 2 weeks of the season and into the playoffs.
It really could, as we've seen. I think it was Fort. Coach Fort and Berger got the bath there from the Gatorade jug. It's especially on a homecoming night over your rivals, that always feels good. So congratulations, Pine City. They get the victory here tonight over Mora in their homecoming game, 20-0. We are awaiting our Pine Insurance Player of the Game. We will wait for him to make his way up here. So we stall just a little bit longer to make sure we get our Pine Insurance Player of the Game interview. Does not look like he's still down on the field, so maybe that's him. I can't quite see the number on the jersey, so we will wait and see. No, not the correct number. So we're still waiting on our Pine Insurance Player of the Game, as you mind me talking to myself. So Dragons 20-0, and both teams now are 1-0. and 5. You mentioned the schedules coming up here. We'll take a look at the schedules, starting with the Mora Mustangs coming up for them next Friday, and then it's a Wednesday game here, Adam. It's Friday,
those
then Wednesday.
MEA Wednesdays.
So next week, they go up to Hibbing. That's one where I feel like they should win. They could possibly win. We'll wait and see. Obviously, on the road is always tough. Then they get to host a really tough Pequot Lakes team at the end of the season. Less than ideal to have a team like that come to your home at the end of the year, but I just said it. You get to host them. I feel like they're vulnerable.
It's a good standard to be like, okay, how do we measure up compared to where we were a week ago or a few months ago when we started the season? How do we measure up? How do we play against Pequot Lakes?
And I feel like you don't even necessarily have to win. Be competitive.
Right.
Score a few touchdowns. Don't let them shut you out. I feel like that is the key to that game there for the Mora Mustangs. As we take a look at what's coming up here for the Pine City Dragons, they'll finish their season next week on the road up. Well, that game apparently has been changed to here. Well, it was at Esco, but now it's here in Pine City.
Well, how about that?
All right. Well, and then they'll play their final game on the road at Proctor. I thought they had 4 home games already. Maybe I'm wrong. It's been a long season, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you know how we can do this? We can go and just check their schedule right here. Check it, and we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It says away at Esco. Maybe that was the JV squad that you were looking at before.
Well, it says Friday. So they are supposed to be on the road next Friday.
Huh.
But now it says here at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
We will keep you up to date on that, ladies and gentlemen. That may be a misprint. That could be something where maybe Esco's Field is getting redone, and they have to move it here. Maybe it's moved to 5 o'clock, and they just had it put in there different. We'll keep you up to date on that. Either way, Pine City plays Esco and Proctor to end the season.
They will. We know who they'll play.
Yes. They're not like Spectrum. They don't play the same 2 teams. Anyways.
They're not going to play in North Branch. I think that's pretty fair to say.
Yes. So they are fighting for... So we will have our Pine Insurance Player of the Game coming up here shortly. But, yeah, so the playoffs coming up here in about, 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. It'll be, 2 weeks next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Or Tuesday. It's coming up Tuesday
wild.
in 2 weeks, if you can believe
How is
it or
that
not.
possible? It was 80 degrees today.
I know, and we've got winter sports for it. It's going to be a busy season once again. But
great night. Not only football, but volleyball as well.
Yeah, so we're going to get a commercial break. We'll be back to have an interview with our Pine Insurance Player of the Game.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Back here on WCMP, we're now joined by our Pine Insurance Player of the Game. That is Mitchell Norton. Mitchell, thanks so much for joining me.
Of course. Thank you.
And again, congratulations on the win here tonight. Homecoming win over the Rivals. What's the feeling right now?
You know, I was told the other day that we haven't won a homecoming game in almost 1,100 days.
Wow.
And so just to do that, and for the seniors and everyone here, it's awesome.
You had a pretty big night tonight. You got the first touchdown on the board here for your guys on a little bit of a sneaky play. What was it like to get in the end zone on that play?
You know, I was really confident that I could get there, and with the help of my team, I had some great blocks, and it was right there.
You guys also defended the pass really well. Mora passed the ball quite a bit here tonight. You guys even got a pick this evening. What was it like to see this defense just first of all continue to stay physical, but also defend the pass so well?
Yeah, well, when we went up to Two Harbors, we had a really good defensive game. We only we held them to 0 points until late in the fourth quarter. And so just to see us like evolve with the pass defense and, our run defense and the physicality, it's truly amazing.
And this offense has just seemingly been waiting for a game like this, waiting for a game to where they can truly show what they're capable of. And it felt like tonight you were able to show kind of a glimpse of that. What is now the confidence level for you guys going forward?
Yeah, we have 2 games coming up, both away, and we're looking to bring this momentum into those games. Really utilize our offensive skills and definitely our defense. Having that great game, and just looking forward to it.
You got ESCO next week, but you almost beat ESCO last year here at home. I mean, I gotta imagine there's a lot of confidence going forward to that game next Friday.
Yeah, definitely. Like ESCO, we've been looking into them. Definitely a game highlighted, and looking forward to it.
Now you get to enjoy this win tonight. We appreciate you for joining us, and congrats again on the win.
Thank you so much, and all glory to God.
And we will be back after a word from our fine sponsors. Perfect.
All right. Thank you so much.
Can't wait to get out there.
Yeah, man, I'm ready for the season.
Hey guys, you gonna finally let me in on the big hunt this year?
Yeah, sure.
Really?
Honey, there's a lot of preparation that goes into hunting.
Preparation, huh? Like
Getting to Almost Yours gun and pawn in Mora so I can have the right gun, scope, blind, and stand. And no matter what caliber I'm shooting, Bob always has the right ammo.
Ha, thanks, boys. I went to Almost Yours Gun and Pawn. They have everything a hunter needs to be prepared.
Oh, okay.
I do love Almost Yours Gun and Pawn.
907 Union Street, Mora.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit kettleriverpizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
Back here on WCMP and KBEK 95.5 FM, Ethan Game Day Gilman and Adam Hefty, the host of the Front Porch Morning Show on KBEK. And taking a look at this one again, a 20-0 win for the Pine City Dragons on homecoming night. Been over 1,000 days since they won a homecoming game, so they're pretty excited. Now they get to go to the homecoming dance, and the dance is just that much sweeter and better.
Yeah.
The music is a little bit louder. You're feeling the groove a little bit better. It's always a good night after a homecoming win, but for the Dragons, again, we talk about momentum and what this can do for a team. I mean, this could really jet them forward, especially next week against ESCO.
Confidence is a funny thing. It can make you do things that you didn't think were possible, and that's what they're going to try to do against ESCO and Proctor coming up.
We got some updates from some games across our local listening area. Looks like Cambridge just beat St. Francis 34-21. That's big because that has section implications. So now it looks like Cambridge Isani could jump over St. Francis in the standings there. We'll look over at Ogilvie. Looks like their game has just about concluded. If it didn't already, we'll try and keep you up to date. Looks like 36-0 was the final there as Ogilvie beat McGregor 36-0. Looked like maybe a 40-0 game. North Branch lost to Grand Rapids. We'll try and get you some other updates before as I stall and we try to talk and get going. But over 300 yards of offense for Mora, nearly 350 yards of offense there for Mora. For Mora, they got the offense going, but again, it was the shooting themselves in the foot.
It was, and we talk a lot about discipline out there, and not so much with the, it wasn't anything egregious or anything violent or anything. They just found themselves in trouble with holding penalties and keeping things really kind of setting them back.
We got a big update. Bram beat Deer River 30-14. On the road.
It's funny. I was able to talk to Coach Kunke. He's the head coach of the Bram football squad.
And they're
He's
18.
also the principal of Bram High School. He's the activities director. He's a janitor. No, he's not the janitor. But I was able to talk to him at the volleyball match that I was at there on Tuesday. He was saying that, it was tough. It was a tough game, but, getting back out there, that's probably the best thing a football team can do after a tough loss is getting back out on the field and getting to the next game.
It really is. And to beat Deer River, how many years has that team been in the section championship game and made it to state, and you just beat them?
At their own field.
That's going to be huge for Bram going forward. And not only that, that also has section implications. And you're going to hear us talk ad nauseum about playoffs. It's because it's only 2.5 weeks away. So trying to get you some more updates from around our local listening area. I know Malacca and Pine City. Malacca and Foley went at it. Foley got the victory there, 42-12 over Malacca. We'll try and also check on some 4A scores. Chisago Lakes plays in 4A. We'll try and see what they did, but I know North Branch did lose. Let's see if we can't buy some time. Get that. 40-8 was the final there in that one. Looks like Chisago Lakes and Princeton are just in the first quarter with 11 minutes left.
That's not true.
That's not
true.
Quite right. So,
Lies.
Yes, that one's not quite right. But either way, we do have a final here in our game. 20-0 Pine City gets the victory. Again, if you want to stay tuned to all things sports on whether it's KBEK or WCMP, go to our websites at WCMPradio.com or KBEK.com. Hover over that sports tab, click on broadcast schedule. That will have all the links coming up for that week of play that we'll be covering. That is subject to change. Also, you can tune into the morning show right here with this guy, Adam Hefty, at 7:30 and 8:30 on 95.5 FM. That's where he'll talk to me. We'll talk all local sports, this game included, as well as some regional, maybe a touch on national sports as well. You can do the same at 7:45 and 8:45 over on 100.9 FM with Joshua Muron, again, to talk local sports. Another way you can stay tuned is this YouTube channel. Be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel and all of our other YouTube channels. That way you will get the notification every time that we go live, and all you have to do is click the notification and you'll be sent right to the live video. Another way you can stay tuned is our social medias, both our Facebook pages, both our Instagrams, and our Twitter at Q Media Sports. So go like, subscribe, follow. I don't know what else there is to do.
Click the bell.
Yeah. Do all that fun stuff to make sure that you are notified and up to date with all things local sports, whether it's coaches being hired, LOIs being signed, records being broken, whatever it is. Be sure to follow us for all things local sports. Adam Hefty, your final thoughts on this one?
I think this was a fun battle between two rivals, and it really looked like it. There was just that extra ounce of physicality with every single hit.
There was, and it got a little bit early on, but they kept their level heads with them. I was really happy to see that. I think both these teams have a lot more in them than what we've even seen here tonight. So
it'll be interesting to see where these teams go towards the back end of the season and then coming into next season as well.
Well said. Well, for Adam Hefty and Nice 95.5 FM, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman for Anthem Country WCMP. Make sure to be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through, and your kindness could truly make their day. The Dragons get the victory 20-0 here on homecoming night. Again, for WCMP, for KBK, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. That's Adam Hefty. Have a great rest of your night and a fantastic weekend.
Hi, I'm Samantha.
I'm Ebony. I'm Megan.
And I'm Alicia.
Together, we're dapper and divine. Whether you're looking for bold color,
fresh cuts, or laid-back vibes,
we're all about hair that feels like you.
At Dapper and Divine, we want you to leave our salon feeling confident,
fun, and effortlessly gorgeous.
There's always room for you at Dapper and Divine. How would you like to get a brow wax for free? Mention this ad with Annie Coloring, free brow wax all month. Dapper and Divine, on the corner of Main Street, Pine City, across from the Bottle Shop. That concludes our broadcast from WCMP Sports, a Q Media Group radio station, and brought to you in part by local advertisers. For high school sports schedules, scores, and interviews, visit WCMPradio.com. Catch more local live action all season long, right here on this local radio station. Also available via the WCMP mobile app, available for free download in the App Store, and multiple Q Media Group YouTube streams. Thank you for joining us. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. WCMP is 100.9 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1350 AM. Licensed out of Pine City.